There we go. Nice and cold. Ah. Well, hello, everybody. It's Friday. You know what that means. Happy post-holidays to you. If you're still celebrating Kwanzaa or Hanukkah, though, I wish you happy holidays still, too. Welcome to the near end of the year as we approach the end of 2024. And we bring you this Simply Reliable special. It's Simply Reliable here tonight, bringing you coverage, recap of AEW Dynamite 34th Street and the final Rampage ever with New Year's Smash. Let's freaking go. Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to the show. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome to the Super Reliable Studios. You know what this is. I am the Sylvan Noah Foster. With me, as always, is Mr. Reliable Walter Cruz. We are Simply Reliable. And again, we are here bringing you exclusive coverage, recap, and focus on all elite wrestling. For those that are watching SmackDown, please remain spoiler free. Even if it's a pre tape, I don't even know if it's pre tape or not. And again, if you want to dictate the conversation, PayPal, my friend, or Super Chat. It's as simple as that. It's good to see all of y'all once again. I hope you got everything you deserved and wanted out of the holiday season with your families, and even from a monetary standpoint, if nothing else. Daniel, good to see you. Nesta, good to see you. And before I say anything further, Walter, it's good to see you. How you feeling, man? How was your Christmas and holiday season? How you feel about this Dynamite we're about to cover and the final Rampage that's upon us? Ever.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about the final Rampage. What a history, huh? A chapter is closed, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I totally stayed off the internet, so no spoilers for SmackDown or for the Miracle on 34th Street. We don't want any of that. So please, spoiler free, people. But yeah, I'm excited. I purposely stayed away from results and from everything so we can get actual reactions. So let's freaking go.
Hey, you sound like me, and of course, I'm still recovering my voice from the week of madness you all made me go through in and out of the karaoke and the dynamites and stuff we covered last week. We ran our final battle. Speaking of madness, if you haven't watched it already, go check out me moderating the madness on the final interview impromptu as we bid the year adieu. As of course, tonight we bid Rampage adieu. And I will say this: for what Rampage could have been, I think there was some really great moments, especially when it came to women tag team wrestling dynamic conclusions. Still to this day, I still one of my favorite matches was the Bunny, Yay Alley, and Penelope Ford taking on Ty J. Of course, I'm talking about Anna J and now Ty Milo in that ridiculous street fight from Daly's place. We've seen super classics in Lucha Libre with the likes of Komander, Ray Phoenix. We've seen, of course, the rival and the rise of the likes of Konosuke Takeshita, the Alpha. We've seen some build up into some chaotic brawl outs that are go home angles in the pay per views. Something tells me we might even get something like that, considering we're literally just less than 48 hours away from World's End, too. But yeah, for me, I enjoyed Rampage. I just wish it was in a better time slot because personally, I would have preferred 7 to 8. 10 o'clock at night is just super too late. And I'm not Dr. Seuss. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it is what it is with me sometimes. Dig what I'm saying? But that being said, Walter, did you engage much in Rampage at all during its leniency part of AEW's history?
I'm sorry. Repeat the question. I was reading something.
No, you're good, brother. I don't mean to distract you. Did you engage at all in Rampage? Can you recall some of your favorite like matches or wildest moments in its 5-year history?
I not really. I haven't engaged. I mean, obviously, the the main answer is going to be CM Punk's debut, right? Like it's gonna be that's gonna be everybody's. But yeah, ever since his termination, I really haven't followed on Rampage anymore. I may have seen the one we covered and this and the one we're gonna cover today is like the first two we saw that I've seen in over a year. So
I
I
mean,
just
that's
be
fair.
honest out here. Yeah.
I respect that. I absolutely respect that because again, I'm crazy. I keep up with all things wrestling, but I respect that. And again, all I'm gonna say is Rampage. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of violence. There was a lot of sleeper moments, and I'm somewhat gonna miss that hour. But I'm curious to see what AEW does going forward. Maybe now means to focus more on Collision, especially if this third show don't go through. Which, in my opinion, I don't think it needs a third show. They're already doing smarter booking with these smaller venues that are connected more spiritually to the fandom of what's the words I'm looking for that represents why I do this shit so much and love it. Oh yeah. Professional wrestling, damn it. And yes, my voice is still recovering, folks. But yeah, without further ado, Walter, why don't we go ahead and get right into it? Because of course we're not only covering Rampage tonight, we're also recapping people on AEW Dynamite. on 34th Street. Of course, it was recorded from the Hammerstein Ballroom Sunday night. And of course, Wednesday was a pre-tape, but Wednesday was Christmas. And again, I hope everybody had the happiest and most wonderful holly jolly of Christmases. And for those that are still celebrating the holidays, I hope you continue to have nothing but joy and blessings. Let's get right into it, Walter, because we are going to recap people on how we get to our semifinals and our finals, which will show the graphic at the end of the show. But let's go ahead and talk about the final matches of block action, because if my math serves me correctly, we have five, count them, five block matches that will determine the remaining 10 of 12 participants alive that are fighting for spots in the semifinals. And of course, good pick on this one, bruv, just violence. And we'll see if it truly is on another level. The aerial assassin Will Ospreay going one-on-one with Brody King. These two are no strangers to each other. Will Ospreay, no stranger to overcoming bigger adversaries. Of course, Will Ospreay. And by the way, for those that don't know, I do have the score. We have scoreboards, I believe. Of course, the bluff comes in here right now at 6 points, I believe. While Ricochet is
I don't know
at
how updated this is. This is the last one I had, but I think that
You're
was
perfect. That's it. That's
yeah.
perfect. So let's go ahead and talk. Yeah, because
No,
why don't you go ahead and
we're
put the
talking
gold
about
league
gold
up?
right now, aren't we?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. All
So
right.
let's go ahead and break this down real quick, Walter. And Matt, good to see you. And Nestor, by the way, if I didn't acknowledge you earlier, I apologize. Good to see you, and good to see you too, Daniel. So Darby Allin, of course, he comes in at 6. Claudio Castagnoli and Ricochet tie the block right now at 9. Will Ospreay is at 6. Brody King is at 6. Komander is eliminated. But here is the caveat. Darby Allin needs to beat Ricochet in order to go through. As simple as that. A draw means nothing. A loss means nothing. Darby Allin will be eliminated both ways. If Komander somehow spoils Claudio Castagnoli, Claudio is eliminated. If Will Ospreay wins, he has a chance to be in as the second highest seed, but he still needs help depending on the other matches. And then, of course, for Brody King, if he beats Will Ospreay, then Will Ospreay is officially eliminated. And that's just to give you some caveats toward the Gold League. Now, Walter, I mean, I think, verbatim, when this thing was first announced, you called Will Ospreay to be a lock some point into the semifinals. But considering he just lost to Ricochet last week, how you feeling about that now?
I'm still feeling it, but yeah, that was you want to call shock of the air? That was shocking. Like, and then he did
I
it clean. Like, I mean, he somewhat cheated, but like the fact that he like there's no interference from anyone. He just turnbuckle pad or whatever. I don't even remember how it ended now that I think about. Oh yeah, he did the shooter like 3 times, right?
He
um
did the spirit gun after knocking
yeah
the referee into the ropes and
yeah
throwing Will Ospreay off his balance.
yeah. That's what happened. Now I remember, but I mean technically you didn't get caught cheating. You did what you did, but the fact that he beat him was like jaw dropped. Like we should have clipped it. Like literally, my jaw opened. I couldn't talk for a few seconds. Like I couldn't believe it. But I still feel strong about it. I still feel the two who I think we're gonna be in the finals are in the finals. But jeez, like the fact that if they played it right, we could have had 3 people with a nine at the same time. Then it would have been real interesting to see what they would have did with that. Like if 3 people have a 9, like I don't think I've ever seen that before. Like what the hell would they have done?
It would have been like kind of like the one match that has to go to either a draw or a loss for Ricochet to advance. You would have to consider tiebreakers, and considering these are the final matches, it comes down towards that second who got to that score if they had a key tiebreaker in their final match versus the previous person that held the top seed. You got to look at how the matches played out previously to really determine the overall winner. Case in point, why don't you go ahead and put up the other Gold League match? King Mike, good to see you. Always good to see you, by the way, because, of course, that's not the only Gold League match that we have here. And let's keep in mind, this is the same spot Brody King was in last year. We thought it was going to be a lock. Now he has a chance to play spoiler and keep himself alive. But if Ospreay beats him, Brody King's eliminated. Speaking of beating people, Komander, of course, who beat the field and became the Ring of Honor Television champion, he has a chance to play spoiler against Claudio Castagnoli. If Claudio Castagnoli loses to Komander, he is very likely to be eliminated if Will Ospreay or Ricochet wins their matches. because Will Ospreay owes a win over Claudio Castagnoli. Do you see how it works now? So all
I
Komander
do.
has to do is beat Claudio, and Komander plays spoiler for the Death Rider. It's as simple as that.
I love
So
how you say
giving
all you have to do,
Komander,
but that's a hell of a freaking thing for him to have to do.
okay, okay. So in wordplay, it's easy. In reality, it's anything but. But again, man, when it comes to tournaments, it's sometimes not about how far you go. It's about the impression you leave. And Commander right now, who has a giant goose egg, can do one thing Beast Mortals didn't: get a win and play spoiler. So I put it on you. Do you think Commander stops Claudio?
Nah, I had to think about it. I mean, sheesh. Nah, I don't think so.
Think
I think
about it.
Claudio. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking hard, but I think Claudio has to be commander here. I think he ends up leaving with a big fat donut. Like, I mean, look who had a donut last year. Did we really expect that for him to keep a donut last year? So commander, man. I feel bad for the guy, to be honest, though. But I think he ends the tournament and with a big fat zero. Like, I'm sorry. We never know, though. We never know.
About to say, about to say, it's one of those things where it's a tournament. Don't be surprised if you see an upset. I mean, again, your jaw dropped last week when Ricochet beat Will Ospreay. Now Ricochet is literally one match away with two scenarios locking a spot in the semifinals. Let's go ahead and talk about that last Gold League match before we go into the Blue League, because you were talking about it earlier. Let's go ahead and look at Ricochet versus Darby Allin, a first time ever one-on-one matchup. Darby Allin, of course, coming off a win against Will Ospreay, but a loss by dubious means by Claudio Castagnoli due to knuckle duster. And while Ricochet has been playing dirty, he has two straight wins so far and is very much in a good spot to be part of the semifinals. Not necessarily the top seed, but the second seed. All Ricochet has to do is beat Darby Allin or let the clock run. If Darby Allin does not beat Ricochet, Darby Allin is eliminated, and Ricochet is a lock no matter what in the semifinals. Now, considering everyone's idealisms about Darby Allin, but we know Darby Allin's relentless nature, and we saw how far it took Claudio Castagnoli to get the 3 points off of Darby Allin. I'm going to ask you straight up, dude. Do you think this match ends in a win for Ricochet, a draw for Ricochet, or does Darby Allin play a potential spoiler here and beat Ricochet?
This is hard for me to call. You know, it's funny. We usually get the David Goliath kind of thing, but these two are pretty much the same person. They're pretty much the same build, the same everything. And I've literally been calling for a draw in every round of this goddamn tournament, and I've been wrong ever since. Why stop now? I might as well call a draw again. Just I gotta be right sometime, right? God damn.
Yeah, I mean, hey, again, and a draw can happen. Mark Briscoe nearly drew with Kyle Fletcher. He won the last minute. Again, 20 minutes could fly by. And for those that don't know, these matches tonight are each 20 minutes long, 3 points for a win, one for a 20-minute draw to each competitor, zero for a loss. And this is the last action of the round robin section of the Continental Classic. The top two score getters and tiebreakers, if needed, of each block will go on to semifinals. We'll talk more about that later. But that's the Gold League. Let's go ahead and talk about the Blue League real quick, because that, of course, contains the defending champion, who still is very much alive if he beats the Standard of Excellence. And I don't know about you, Walter, but this is the match of the night that I'm waiting to see for the longest time, because it's also first time ever. If you will indulge me, go ahead and put that graphic up again. Rainmaker! Kazuchika Okada, the current defending AEW Continental Champion, goes one-on-one for the first time ever against the Hurt Syndicate Standard of Excellence, Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin, of course, coming up a loss against Daniel Garcia out of nowhere. That jackknife was incredible. He right now is in a situation where it's do or die. He could potentially play spoiler, but he still needs some help from the other match we'll talk about here shortly. It's win and you stay alive. Lose and you're done, and Okada will be a lock because because no matter what, he will be having the second highest score potentially out of this block if Okada wins. You don't bet against the Rainmaker when it comes to round robin tournaments. If you watch New Japan Pro Wrestling like I have, this match could go to a draw, but Okada has been on fire ever since his first match, Walter, ended in a draw. I think Okada keeps his hopes alive of beating Chono and keeping his title I think he punches the ticket to the semifinals. I got Okada winning this. But what do you guys say?
Damn you, Tony Khan. That's what I got to say. Look, the booking in these tournaments. How many times have I said it? You've heard me say verbatim, like, I don't want either one of them to lose. Like, why the do you got to give me Benjamin versus Okada? Like, god damn it! Like if there ever was a time for me to do like dueling chants, like how people say, "Let's go Okada, let's go Benjamin," I would do that. Like if I
These
was live in
guys
this crowd, yeah. I would
fight
definitely not
forever.
boo either man. I might sit on my hands and not that like just be respectful like we were in
You
Japan.
you
Like
gotta call the moments.
yeah, exactly. I might be like the Japanese crowd, like how they do when they watch New
I
Japan
love
and they're
that.
actually quiet and watch that. Like that's what I would do if I was live watching these two. But I think you're onto something. Okada has literally been like on fire. I mean, this is a coming out party. Like this tournament, and the fact that he doesn't have the young fucks to be around anymore. He has to carry he has to carry the faction himself. Like this is his coming out. He's not just a man that's about one word, beach. Like he's showcasing himself in this tournament, and like I gotta see it. Like I gotta see Ospreay or Okada. Like you gotta give me the final. Like come on, man. Like I have
I
to.
mean,
If in order for my final prediction to come true, I have to go for Okada.
the potential. And Dwayne Atkinson, good to see you. Because of his Christmas, we didn't record this on Wednesday. And why this did happen on Sunday, we decided to give it some love because we love professional wrestling, damn it. And we're actually going to watch along at this show tonight because we remain hashtag spoiler free for the entire week. So if you've already read it, courtesy of NoDQ, the most reliable source you can tune into, folks, that always reports, not necessarily confirms. Yeah. Hello, Aaron Riff. Hope you and Mrs. Riff had a wonderful Christmas, by the way. And check out their review of SmackDown, folks. Then, Dwayne, you're in luck. If you already saved spoilers, then you can just listen to our reactions. But good to see you. But yeah, it's just one of those things where, again, it's the first time ever one-on-one matchup. And again, Shelton Benjamin has never looked stronger at his peak of potential than coming to AEW. But again, it's the first time ever one-on matchup. The fact that these two never met in New Japan Pro Wrestling still baffles me. But Shelton Benjamin was X and also part of Suzuki Gun prior to really Okada's coming back from excursion and his rise as the Rainmaker alongside Gato. So this is going to be interesting, to say the least, and I am definitely looking forward to it. But of course, that's not the only match in the Blue League because there is also one other match that could determine whether or not the Proto Star punches his ticket, or like last year, can Daniel Garcia play spoiler? Because Daniel Garcia and Kyle Fletcher have a huge chance to punch their ticket into the semifinals. Kyle Fletcher, the proto star that was left unblemished before Mark Briscoe beat him and left the whole block basically alive with a chance, unless your name's the Beast Mortals. And let's keep in mind, Mark Briscoe, he's done. He's at 9 points. He still has a chance here, but he needs help based on these match results. This is one of them. If Daniel Garcia beats Kyle Fletcher, then the tiebreaker would go in favor to Mark Briscoe because Mark Briscoe beat Daniel Garcia. If Kyle Fletcher beats Daniel Garcia, then Kyle Fletcher's a lock in the semifinals as the second right now highest score, unless Okada loses. It's as simple as that. So that being said, it comes down again to Okada, Benjamin, Garcia, and Fletcher. And Mark Briscoe, beep, beep, beep on live support. Well, TNT champion has surprised us, but Kyle Fletcher has also shown how desperate and hungry he is. And also, Walter, this is our first time ever matchup.
Yep,
What do you
I'm
see
almost in
happening?
here.
Or are you about to say what I think you're going to say? Do you think it will go to a draw? If it goes to a draw, Kyle Fletcher will still move forward.
No, don't give me two. If I already predicted one draw, don't give me two on the same show. I'll lose my shit. The little bit of hair I got, I'll pull out. This is my other finals because I said if it's not Okada Ospreay, you gotta give me Ospreay Fletcher. So I gotta stick to my original, right? I gotta stick with Fletcher by hook or by crook. Something's gonna happen. Like damn you, Tony Khan, you did for all the shit we talk. The way he did this tournament, if he's in fact the book, who knows if it's him that booked somebody or he had a producer. But god damn it, they've been giving us banger after banger. Like with this tournament, and I know the tournament is set up to be that, but holy shit, AEW has really stepped it up. Like I've been one of the big
Japan for wrestling booking. Sure.
yeah, yeah, that's true. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be Fletcher because if not for anything, not that I don't like Garcia, don't think he's got the talent. It's just to make my prediction right. Because I had to say Osprey on one side, and I said either Fletcher or Okada since the beginning on the other side, and I'm damn near halfway there. Hopefully, by the end of this, we get a clearer picture.
Well, I mean, based on what you're saying, there's still potential that you could get Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay, not even in the finals. It could be the semifinals based on how the scores work out. Remember, it's the top seed of the blue face the secondary of the gold, and the top seed of the gold face the
Oh
secondary
yeah,
of the blue in the semifinals.
shit,
And then
that's
the
right.
finals is the winner of both of those matches, which still could be an all gold final or an all blue final. The bottom line, as of right now, there are 10 men, 5 men in each block, duking it out for a spot in the semifinals. There are only 4 spots, 2 for each block. And tonight we're going to
That's
find out
right.
who those
That's
4 men are
right.
and what those matches will be. Because remember, Walter, tomorrow at World's End, we call not only the semifinals, we call the finals and the
That's
winner of
right.
this year's Continental Classic Championship.
Damn. And I'm still sad. We keep talking about. I'm so sad that Eddie Kingston didn't get to defend this title.
Mm.
Like they should do a one-on-one. Like when he's ready to come back, whoever wins this should have to defend the Continental Classic against Kingston on a one-on-one on some pay-per-view. Whatever he's gonna come back, like it should just automatically have to do that as default because he's never lost this. But of course, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get that. But I really feel like that we should get that. Don't you think?
I definitely agree. And to justify that, let's keep in mind Eddie Kingston is the first ever inaugural Continental champion. He won the Continental crown. Now we have the Continental Championship that is the crown held by the very man that beat Eddie Kingston for it very shortly after he arrived in AEW. I think it was his debut match, by the way. Kazuchika Okada. He's been Continental champion now since March with defenses against the likes of Who's Who, and you can literally name the names out there, whether it's Fatal Four Ways, by the way, might I mind you, including some of the people in this very tournament. But the fact of the matter that we have potential to revisit one of the greatest rivalries of all time, Beach versus Little Brother in a way, because these two were like brothers when they first came in together, when Okada brought him into Japan from Red Bull. The chance of having Kazuchika Okada versus Will Ospreay as the finals is a very real possibility. The chance of having Will Ospreay with Kyle Fletcher is a real possibility. Darby Allin might go up against freaking Kyle Fletcher in the finals. And we know how far Kyle Fletcher is willing to go to break a body to get a victory. There's a lot of unique circumstances. Even Ricochet, for all the gumption that he's worth in toilet paper, he has a chance to actually make it into the finals and face either Kyle Fletcher or Okada or even Darby Allin if by some miracle Darby Allin actually makes it past Ricochet. But again, if Darby Allin doesn't beat Ricochet, he's out no matter what. That's a definitive. So there's a
It does.
lot of unique possibilities here.
It does justify if Ricochet can make the finals and win this, it justifies the money Tony Khan spent on signing him, and it justifies like the deal everybody made out of Ricochet being because some people were like Ricochet, like why is it such a big deal? If he wins this, then that's the freaking answer. That's why he was a big deal that he signed with AEW. That right there. So I mean, the possibilities, like sheesh. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
How's your
Just give me
brain?
more.
How's your
How about
brain
that?
hurting?
The AEW is like, I'm actually excited about AEW. Go figure. Like the way they've been booking this tournament, and like seriously, the realm of possibilities, and I can't wait. Like, uh, the world's end is gonna be something else.
Yeah, it absolutely is going to be. Bang! But that being said, this is what you watch if you look at round robin tournaments in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And to your point, it wouldn't surprise me if Rocky Romero had some help in this because Rocky Romero, of course, is part of the board of New Japan Pro Wrestling. And of course, NJPW is the home of the G1 Climax, where, of course, Okada talks about beating Mr. August, Masahiro Chono. And if he wins the Continental Classic, he would have won now 5 round robin tournaments. So that's what Okada's going for. Beach. And that being said, I truly do think AEW is at their strongest presentation of a performance competition with these round robin tournaments like this, more than even the single eliminations one. I think this is their best tournament to date, arguably. I have loved this thing, and I love the fact we get to call the semifinals, the finals on pay-per-view. And again, folks, we'll be calling World's End tomorrow, and of course, we'll be having some predicting World's End ahead of that 3 p.m. Standard Time. And yes, it is the conclusion of the All Elite League. I will have a form following tonight's stream. because I'll know tonight what our semifinals and finals are, and officially will make that form. There will be no bonus points. It'll be straight down the line, straight pay-per-view. Tony Khan, don't be a fucking madman. Don't make it 10 matches, please, and thank you. And good luck to everybody, including you, Walter, and the finale of the All Elite League, as all the prediction leagues will conclude come World's End tomorrow night. And yes, I will have the ROH results after tomorrow night as well.
Sorry
But
to
that being
interrupt
said,
you,
Walter,
Noah, but
yes.
think about this, right? If I'm this happy for this tournament, right? Imagine next year when Eddie Kingston's healthy, right? When Kenny Omega gets to come back. Imagine him part of this tournament next year. Whoever wins this is gonna obviously have to defend the title. Lord willing, they get to stay healthy for over a year. Like, imagine what this is gonna look like next year, and who's to know what free agent they sign in the coming years. Then you got
Bobby Lashley. Yeah,
Bobby Lashley will be a year in this. Maybe why can't I think?
Shibata. I'll name you plenty of wrestlers.
Shibata. You got so
Buddy
many people.
Matthews.
Buddy Matthews.
Keep going. Yeah, rattle your brain. Keep going.
I'm just thinking of next year. Like, I don't want to fast forward it, but damn, next year's gonna be like crazy too. Like I hope they never stop these tournaments, and I hope it's like a continuously part of AEW and New Japan's relation, because yeah, damn it. Like, if I were them, I would book this tournament. You might as well add it to Japan. Look how you're gonna book a World's End is tomorrow. If you could have waited a couple weeks, you could have did it in Tokyo. Like, because look at the first week of January is in Tokyo. If you could have booked it right, you could have pulled it off and put the finals in Japan. Like, this tournament is based off a New Japan thing. You could have did the finals in a New Japan pay-per-view. Like, imagine
Lord.
Yeah, like, no one would have had a heart attack with that. You talking about me with little. If you pull it right and you add more people to the tournament, you could potentially hold it off until because every beginning of the year, New Japan does that in January. You might as well just add the finals to that card.
Well, it might be something that happens, but you got to consider this tournament's not interpromotional. And I think that's the thing. This is AEW centered because, again, like you said, New Japan has their original G1 Climax, and that's their tournament of the summer. This is the tournament of winter, and each one does their own thing. So I kind of like that idea, but maybe that's something they can figure out down the line if they make it interpromotional. That's my only caveat towards that.
If you got NXT NA, why not do the winner of the Continental tournament versus the winner of the G1 Classic, and they got to face in Japan in January? Like, the two winners of each tournament have to find, and you get I don't want to say undisputed, because I'm so tired of that damn word and how many titles there are. You just do, like, who's the ultimate Continental champion? You got to do the winner of the AEW's version of the tournament versus the G1 Climax champion. And it's not a title, it's not anything potential, just bragging rights. But you do that. Like, take my money, shit. I might even go to Japan if you do that shit.
Forbidden Door next year is after New Japan's G1 Climax, so you might be onto something, Walter. So it's an entire possibility. But again, folks, if you've been along the ride with us for AEW this far, why not continue? So buckle up and let's get ready to go. Remotes in position, streams on. Walter, if you're ready to go, I'm ready to go. And as soon as you see the bottom on your screen, I say let's go ahead and do it. You ready to cover the show, man?
Yeah, hang on. Let me hit play and see what comes on, because I don't know about yours, but my Sling TV kind of records a little bit of the ending of whatever was on before.
It does.
Dynamite.
Yeah, it does too.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's see what I get as soon as I press play. Okay, it's the ending credits of whatever the hell was on before.
Okay. Yeah, my timer's at like 33 seconds, up 2 hours, 45 minutes, and 14 seconds. Jesus.
Let me see. I can't even see my timer.
They got like hit a button. But again, folks, hope you enjoy the conversation and reactions. Let's go ahead and bring up the speed with the Pulse Holiday gift. That's AEW Dynamite on 34th Street. And then we'll see you afterwards at our short emission for the final Rampage ever, New Year's Smash.
Okay.
And we are definitely fast forwarding for the commercial breaks because fuck television.
Let me know when Will Ospreray comes out, because damn, he jumped right out of mine. Shit.
All right. Well, I'll let you know when I see that. As of course, I have the beautiful panoramic view of the sold out Hammerstein Ballroom from New York City. There's Dad and Luke, and let's all rate this shit because Will Ospreay is about to jump onto the screen as there's his Titantron, and Walter, we're kicking things off red hot. There he is. Welcome everybody to our coverage of the conclusion of the Continental Classic round robin action. Let's freaking go. Hello, show folks, and welcome to the show. Noah Foster, Walter Cruz. We are covering AEW Dynamite 34th Street tonight as we are celebrating the end of World's End to come forward, but also the end of a show itself. Rampage will no longer be a thing. But before that, we're bringing you in tune and catch you up to speed on Dynamite 34th Street as we have five block matches and some women's action as well. And I hope you all enjoy the conversation, the show, and the reactions. Again, Walter, you've been very excited for this tournament. We have reached the pinnacle of the action here. It's do or die for 10 of the 12 participants, and one of them is in the ring right now, Will Ospreay and Brody King. Of course, Brody King last year, he came in as Dominator, but was spoiled by Daniel Garcia. Now he's on life support. If he does not beat Will Ospreay, he is eliminated. If Will Ospreay beats Brody King, he necessarily is a lock for at least second place in the Gold League.
Tonight. I got the graphic that shows tonight. That's what I'm looking at.
About the 5 matches?
Blue, gold, yep.
Yeah, right. Ain't that a nice graphic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the same thing, and
I can't decide about Toni either. Like, jeez, like why? Why'd you book Toni versus the? Like, see, I like when they do that. When you book it, you don't want anyone to lose. But why'd you book Toni versus Valkyrie? Like, why?
Well, I mean, Toni Storm, she disrespected the Vendetta, so the boss has sent Taya Valkyrie to remind Toni Storm exactly what it means when you step up against the Virtuosa on her time. You don't
who knows
disrespect.
Where she may make an appearance. Who knows where she is?
I mean, I'm sure we'll see her before the night's out, but for now, I see members of the House of Black are about to rise because
there's
nothing
the graphic.
but violence.
6, we showed earlier, 6'9", 6'9", 6'0". We got a potential. Can you imagine if everybody had 9? Like, what? Like, I know you explained the rules, but I just would have did a triple threat. Like, whoever is tied, you're gonna end up having a fight.
Well, to your point, the Blue League's going to have literally two-way ties. We got 7-9, 7-9, 6. And again, if Okada and Fletcher win their matches, they are a lock for the semifinals. Garcia, Briscoe, and Benjamin have a chance, but they also need a little bit of help.
How do you beat this man? Brody King is a big dude.
Well, I mean, I've seen Will Ospreay overcome the likes of Lance Archer, but to your point, Brody King is a heavyweight that bowls you over like a cruiserweight, a dynamic athlete here. Referee Bryce Rensburg for this opening match. And again,
what we
20
have to
minutes.
remember too, Noah? Will Ospreay's not at 100% after what he just went through.
Well, I mean, to be fair, either of these men 100%, because you got to consider this being a round robin tournament, Walter. It's literally a test of endurance.
That's true.
And Will Ospreay right now squaring off against Brody King, kick to the hamstring right now. And I like that Will Ospreay right now is trying to keep himself distance from Brody King, trying to take the big man off his feet, compromise his legs, tie up those quads.
That's what you have to do when someone's so much bigger than you. Even in the UFC, you kick the hamstrings, you take the leg out. You take any big car can't run right when it's only when one of the tires are gone. You eliminate a human being's wheels, it's over.
Yeah, again, right now, Will Ospreay from the corner, but catches the boot, and Brody King right now, staggered for the moment. Ospreay off the ropes, off the clothesline, tries to take Brody King over the chair. It's Brody King, though, the power of the big man. Ospreay fighting back, and Ospreay pushed to the corner.
That's the weight difference, too. See, he couldn't even get him over for a Hurricane Rana or whatever he was trying to do. Look at the power. He literally just launched Ospreay half across the ring.
And to that point, he just Uncle Phil DJ Jazzy that boy. And Ospreay
right?
going in, though. That's a big boot. But again, we talked about the tail of the tape here. And the tail of the tape here is going to be agility versus power. And again, big shoulder block drops Will Ospreay. But we've seen Will Ospreay. We've seen him endure. We've seen him survive. We've seen him adapt. So, I mean, again, you can never count Will Ospreay out. But that's what she was. Oh, no cover. 2 count only.
Yeah, he couldn't lift the big man up.
Yeah, Brody King looked up the beach with that scoop slam, all off the ropes. Like, oh, God.
Ospreay able to get the knees up.
Yeah, but what did that do for Ospreay? I mean, again, you talked about, again, the damage done to his body. Going for the Oscutter. Uh-oh. And Brody King back up to his feet, now hoisting up Ospreay, and what the hell is this?
Is this a Razor's Edge? What is he going for?
Well, gosh. It looked like he was going for maybe a Gonzo bomb or a Razor's Edge sit-out powerbomb to your point, or Liger bomb, but either way, Ospreay able to escape. And up and over. That's his feet. Swing and a miss, and Brody King dropped toe hold into the steel ring steps. And let's think about this, Walter. Ricochet compromised Brody King's nose in their match. Is Brody King's nose still holding up?
That's true. Plus, look how thick his knee pad is. Like, they might be covering a knee injury.
And Will Ospreay's lower spine just met the corner of those steel ring steps.
That's why it's called a spine buster, I guess.
The definition of busting your spine and something that doesn't give. And of course, we know how dangerous the House of Black is when they have their opponents on the outside. Golly.
Damn, I feel those chops every time somebody hit. When a man the size of Brody King or like a Gunther hits the chops, I feel it in my chest, man. Ugh.
I mean, shoot, he might as well play for the Yankees, a home run with that shot. Oh,
right.
And Ospreay driven torso first into the barricade.
Oh.
And again, those heavy hands of Brody King just wearing out Will Ospreay.
Oh, I like how he gives attention to that person in the crowd.
I mean, again, show kindness this holiday season if you can, folks. Brody King sending Ospreay back inside the ring. And again, count out means nothing for either of these men here.
Oh,
and you see Brody King right now with a nasty cravat, now working the neck of Will Ospreay.
Sort of like a neck crank. Ouch! Damn.
Well, it's almost.
I'm gonna check. He didn't have a degree in chiropractor.
I mean, you know what? There's hidden talents by most wrestlers that I don't even know, Walter, despite my research, to your point. Brody King and Ospreay, though, again, scrap middle of the ring, big forearm, though. And again, Ospreay trying to take the big man down. I'm not sure he's going to win this exchange. Oh, that staggered Ospreay, but he's still standing on his feet.
I still can't
get over
that. The toilet tissue stuff that they threw at Ricochet during Ospreay's match last week. That was hilarious.
Well, the Will Ospreay is the shit, but it's a whole different form. And Ospreay off the ropes, pop up, body drop. Brody King sending Will Ospreay crashing down.
You okay? You got the hiccups?
Bounce into this. Stay tuned, folks. Restaurant Claudio, picture-in-picture, even recorded. Fuck television. And because it actually is showing the match, I am going to actually honor it and watch shit.
I'm afraid to try to fast forward through the commercials because it's going to make us get out of sync.
Yeah, you know what, Fudge? We'll be right on time as far as Rampage goes. Then they can just really join in as far as I'm concerned. So it's all good, buddy. And again, Walter, we talked about before, the stakes here. Jesus. Almost bent over the barricade into the audience. The stakes here, of course, for Will Ospreay and Brody King. Will Ospreay has to win to keep his chances alive and maybe punch in the second place of the Gold League. Brody King, though, can also keep himself alive here. Stopping himself and crashing the barricade. But he also can prevent Will Ospreay from being a guaranteed second shot. And again, distance created between Brody King and Will Ospreay here. And Ospreay, again, just fighting off Brody King on the outside. Again, Brody King, great awareness of that 10 count here, though. And again, Ospreay just keeps going back to the physical warfare, and it's failing.
Yep, this isn't Japan. You don't have a 20 count here.
And soon enough, Will Ospreay might not have a chest.
Right? It's just as caving in, man.
Again, Brody King's a slow, methodical approach here, and the clock is going to play a factor. And again, gets that senton drop that time on all of Ospreay's upper body. Cover, hook the far leg, gets a kick out of 2.
Yeah, no knees for Ospreay that time. He got all of it.
Well, again, like you said, Brody King knocked the win out of him earlier, so Ospreay probably wasn't even cognitive enough to put the knees up.
I don't know. I think for Ospreay to win this, it's just he's gonna have to counter something and catch Brody King by surprise. How many times have we said it before? No, all you need is 3 seconds.
Dan Garcia, Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, Exhibits A, B, and C. I rest my case, Your Honor. And once again, though, Will Ospreay and Brody King squaring off middle of the ring. Massive chop. And somehow Ospreay still stays up on his feet, rocking the big man's jaw. Again, good grief.
That's the one thing about being that big. You know what? Being that big comes with a lot of momentum. When somebody uses that momentum against you, that's when you can get caught.
And being trapped in a bear hug here doesn't help matters either, considering the damage done to the ribs. Look at Brody King, though, transitioning to the guillotines. We are back here. Gold League action. And referee Bryce Rensburg for this contest in front of a sold-out Hammerstein Ballroom. And I certainly do hope AEW books this venue again very soon. This has been
I
tremendous.
hope I hope Tony learns from this and he just books smaller arenas like this, because look how pretty impactful. Look how full that arena is.
Well, it's
Like,
also wrestling fan eccentric, and I think that's part of his strategy going forward. I even told you when it comes to Maximum Carnage when they go to Cincinnati, they're doing a different arena there, a smaller venue, a music center, handstand, corkscrew kick by Will
oh
Ospreay.
yeah, dude, Osprey's athleticism is beyond anyone, man.
Give the man a moment. He will impress you. Massive big boot, former multiple-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion and former Best Super Juniors winner, Walter, to your point.
Oh well, could you just imagine next year we get Osprey versus Kenny Omega in this damn tournament?
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, again, it's a very real possibility as Kenny Omega looks to change the world again in his comeback to wrestle Dynasty first in New Japan Pro Wrestling, represented, of course, with AEW, ROH, CML, and Stardom, when he takes on the friggin' madman, the War Dog, Gabe Kidd, current NWA Strongweight Champion. And let's keep in mind, Walter, after that, Gabe Kidd, he already has his agenda planned. He's going to bound the fire defending against Triple E. Ospreay with the cover up, the phenomenal forearm, gets a 2 count.
which we get the call.
Yeah, again, folks, we'll tell you more of our watch-along trailer during a full commercial break, I assure you, because we have all the wrestling planned for 2025. Besides the fact we're leveling up as well with gaming content, courtesy of Simple Apple Studios. And if you're watching on Twitch for the first time, thank you for tuning in. Hope that you continue to, as we are venturing into that world here very shortly, as AEW will venture very soon in the Max, as we cover the Mother All simulcast January 1st. And that big boot had no effect against Brody King there.
What the hell happened there? Brody King just woke up.
It's one of those things, man. Instincts, adrenaline. Both these men know what's on the line tonight. Massive chop, and Brody King looked unfazed by that.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
That was a loud chop, but it didn't do anything, Noah.
He's just barking in his face. Imagine how this is deflating Will Ospreay right now. He's got to be second-guessing himself. Oh, boy.
I'm assuming so.
And now Brody King trapping Ospreay in the corner. Again, Ospreay not giving way, though, still staying on the attack, just welling away at Brody King's jawline. Oh, my God. That's that strong style right there. Give a man 50 shots. He'll give you one super strong one. That is King's Road style. Walter, comment? Yeah.
Did he hit his head?
I think he did. I mean, the shot was horrible. I think the landing was much worse, to your point. Good God. Now, again, both men on the outside. Vicious forearm giving Ospreay and seeing, uh-oh. And Brody King looking for a run, and it goes Command!
Damn, that was like a freight train.
Yeah, crushing the sternum of Ospreay with that running cross body against Ospreay and the barricade. By the way, good to hear Taz back on commentary. I'm glad to know that he's doing okay. How fitting he returns to the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Go fitting, right?
And Brody King, oh, man! Cannonball, how fitting is that move? Cover, 2, no! Brody King right now looks a little bit surprised by the fact Will Ospreay is still in this match, Walter.
So am I, damn it! Like, how the hell does he keep kicking out? But like I always said, you the one thing you can't measure in a man is their heart. Like, literally, for any professional athlete, to be honest.
Yeah, but when that oxygen doesn't get enough blood flow to the brain, your body starts shutting down. Your heart can only take you so far at this point.
That's true. But we know Ospreay does not give up easy.
No, I mean, of course not. You kidding me? He's been fighting his whole damn life. He literally fought a disease, a life-threatening disease, by himself during the pandemic, just to continue what he was doing for New Japan Pro Wrestling during its darkest times.
Mm-hmm.
And that boot just driving into the jaw of Ospreay a second time. And Ospreay, though, again, look at him grit his teeth and fire up now. Face to face against the big man once again. Ospreay refusing to show any wavering weakness. Oof, big chop. And now Brody King and Ospreay exchanging open palm strikes, welcoming to the chop, but Ospreay falls to his knees and gives Brody King wrist control. Uh-oh. And Brody King with a firm grip of that left wrist, Walter. This is not good.
That's
I
what
think we're about to get close combat.
Yep. You might as well say they're tied up with like a bull rope or something at this point.
I mean, it's an uphill battle. But straight up, this has been an uphill battle for Will Ospreay since the bell. Oh, God. Put the stake on that third one.
Yeah.
Damn. And Brody King right now just, Kokeshi headbutt, just launching himself into Brody King. Now there's Kawada kicks. That's a pump kick. Stress kick. Rolling elbow by Brody King, rocking Ospreay again. And he might be looking for that death-defying lariat, but a hook kick by Ospreay. And another hook kick, and Brody King is still on his feet. Now Ospreay off the second, looking for the oh God, intercepted. And wait a minute, Ospreay up and over, counts the lariat. Where's the Brody King up? Are you kidding me? Wow.
Is he going for the Styles Clash on Brody?
He hit the Styles Clash, Walter. The approach just the half cover. Kick out.
He just hit the Style Clash on a man that has to outweigh him by at least 50 pounds. If not more.
Yeah, what a countermeasure by Will Ospreay, though, breathing new life into this match. And Ospreay with the elephant off in the corner, looking to sink the blade. The guy's head taken off with a clothesline. And now Brody King, God's big bomb. Cover. Two, it is no.
Brody's got to be thinking, what do I got to do to keep this man down?
And again, just another death-defying short-range lariat. Hook the far leg kick out 2.5.
Short-range clothesline. You talk about impact. The fact that you're short-range like that makes the move even more devastating.
And somehow he is still able to kick out. And now Brody King again. Here we go. Oh, Ospreay escapes off the ropes, and Brody King and Ospreay. And it's a hidden blade. It's first cover. What? Brody
Did he
King
kick out at one?
Yes, he kicked out at one.
Well, now I think he's going to try to hit it again.
And he got it back of the head. Cover. No.
Oh my God, Brody King kicked out with literally a concussed look on his face. Did you see his face?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure those eyes are glazed over like Krispy Kreme donuts, but Ospreay, no way, no way. Is he looking for the
Hell no. No.
It'd be on the shoulder. Cover. Two. Ospreay got it.
Dude. He got Brody King up for the Stonebreaker. What the? Holy shit!
Walter, pressure makes diamonds. Will Ospreay is now in a three-way tie at 9 points, but he still needs a lot of help. If Ospreay wants to advance, he has to make sure that Claudio loses. It's the only way he has a chance to be second place. But Ospreay finishes his run at 9 points, and there you see the Hurt Syndicate entering the building, dressed to the nines.
Damn, nice suit, Bobby.
All right. What?
Why are they banned?
I mean, you did see what happened last week, right, Walter, on Collision?
Yeah, that's true. I think Christopher Daniels is trying to step up. And don't think he's a pushover. We know how long and storied career he had.
Yeah, former Ring of Honor Grand Slam champion.
Mm-hmm. He says, we're going to honor this request.
Beautiful
So
dress, by the way,
Shelton
by
Benjamin's got to do it all on his own tonight, Noah.
yeah. There's no motivation. Oh. That was nice. I was going to
I'm
say,
sorry, what you were
Renee looking
saying?
remarkable. I was going to say, to your point, there will now be no motivation for him on commentary, nor nobody coming out along with him to the ring to his entrance or post match. Remember what happened? The reason that they were banned, I think this was a wise move. They obliterated Daniel Garcia and risked compromising a participant in this tournament before all hell broke loose and Forbes Strickland burned the house down. All
Oh, we're
right.
going right
Well,
to the next match here, Noah.
Yep, and to my point earlier, Darby Allin, who stands at 6 points, remember, Walter, if he loses, keyword loses, he is officially eliminated.
I don't know.
And let's go ahead and take it back. Yeah,
He
about to
might lose a
say.
limb or a body part. That's what he might lose, knowing his crazy ass.
Yeah, but look at this replay. Remember what Will Ospreay showed Darby Allin after he was literally knocked out. Claudio Castagnoli used a brass knuckle to beat Darby Allin as Ospreay helped Darby Allin out of the building. You got to consider where Darby Allin's mindset's at right now. He's going to take all that rage out on Ricochet, or is Ricochet going to find another way to take advantage of Darby Allin, who is coming here with very heavily bandaged ribs?
Fuck technology. Hang on. Sling kicked me out. Said we're having a problem.
Oh, well, let me know when you're back in and let me know what you see. And again, he clinches first or second place with a win or a draw. For Ricochet, all he has to do is beat Darby Allin one of two ways, and he's a lock. Let me know once you're back in, buddy.
Okay. It's looks like a loading issue. Problem. Oh, I got to force for it to start. I know what I got to do.
No, that's fine. Well, again, folks, we want to bring you up to speed real quick here. Will Ospreay has beat Brody King. Brody King is eliminated, but Will Ospreay still has a chance to be alive here. He needs Claudio Castagnoli to lose, and Will Ospreay will be a lock into the semifinals if Ricochet, of course, either draws here or wins here. Then Ospreay is basically on life support, depending on our other match here. Because after this, there's only one other match in the Gold League. Claudio Castagnoli versus Komander. And like I said, we got a three-way tie right now at the top of the block. But we hope you all enjoying the festivities. Hope you all have had a wonderful holiday. As again, technical difficulties, they are what they are, but we're live, pal.
Mm-hmm.
And,
it happens.
And of course, yeah, you know, it is what it is with technology. And of course, Ricochet got the dirty win last week against Will Ospreay, using the referee's position to his advantage, taking the balance off of Will Ospreay and locking in 3 points. And what's going on your end, Walter? Everything good, brother?
No, keep saying looks like a loading issue. 27-7. Try force closing the sling at. Let me try it on my phone.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Since this match, you kind of, have a little bit of different thoughts. Do you want me to just go ahead and continue on with this match? You want to do a commercial? What do you want to do here, man? Because I know we're on time punch.
Go, continue, because I know how you can
folks,
carry it. You're the man.
Well, you're the man, but I appreciate that. I'm just a simple man. Anyway, bell rings are underway. It is Darby Allin and Ricochet, and Darby Allin will not take any of Ricochet's nonsense, even if he's getting thrown toilet paper again. Referee for this contest, Paul Turner. Again, Darby Allin at 6, Ricochet at 9. If Ricochet wins, he's a lock at 12 points. They kind of a tie up right now, and I almost wonder if Ricochet has another dubious means to beat Darby Allin here. It seems to have been the only way people have been getting the better of Darby Allin this tournament. Okay. Of course, Darby Allin's first vendetta against the Death Riders.
Did the match start for you? Because I'm trying to.
Yeah, it's right now. There's a argument with Paul Turner and Ricochet.
Okay, let me know when Darby Allin's bouncing left and right.
Right now, he's just literally bouncing on his feet, just waiting for Ricochet to come in. And Continental tie up here. Standing switch. And again, the unorthodox nature of Darby Allin continues to impress me every time he's in the ring, despite the fact he might be a human crash test dummy. Keeping the side headlock applied on Ricochet here in the center of the ring. Headlock takeover. Ricochet down. Darby Allin with a firm grip right now. Grounding
the Bulldog ground.
Yeah. And again, bringing it back up to his feet and to his knees. And again, trying to create separation as Ricochet pushing Darby Allin into the ropes. Now for separation. Off the ropes again. Shoulder block takes Ricochet down. Ricochet springs up, though, like a pimple on prom night. Headlock taken by Ricochet, though. Darby Allin. And Darby Allin Ricochet down the mat again. Oh, one counter. Ooh.
Okay, I just got the shoulder tackle. Okay, let me go forward 30 seconds. There we go.
Yeah, you got this, bro. We got this. And again, Darby Allin right now with firm control of Ricochet here. And Paul Turner per position right now. Ricochet trying to find a way. Shoulders down again. It's a 1 count. And Ricochet, Darby up to his feet. And Darby driven towards the corner. And Ricochet finally forces the grip to be released. Deep arm drag. Takeover again by Darby Allin into the headlock again. Beautiful arm drag counter attempt here by Darby Allin. And Ricochet looks like he's trying to go for the eyes here to force a break. Again, hip placement, footwork, it all goes into technique. And you have to have technique to keep up in this business. What's up, Walter?
No, I was agreeing with you. You definitely need technique.
Not saying, yeah, I mean, you're a freaking MMA expert here. So cover 2. You can see the positioning right now of Darby Allin. Look at the way he's got that S grip across the bridge of the nose of Ricochet, compromising his vision, and he's trying to impair his breathing.
Yep. What you were saying earlier about the oxygen, a man without breath, you're pretty much out of it. You can't catch your breathing.
Oh, straight right hand to the jaw of Darby Allin outside the official's vision. And fans, action will continue here in the Continental Classic on this Dynamite recap in Restaurant Quiet Picture in Picture. Fuck television.
Picture. Yep.
And again, it's just one of those things right now where we talk about Darby Allin and how he looks like literally a broken man, but he still keeps fighting. And Ricochet
like
telling
I said, there's no
Barber.
measuring a man's heart. Of course, they're going to continuously to fight. Both these men, to be honest, you got to give Ricochet his credit too. I know we're tough on him, but he has a heart, a big ass heart you can't measure either. He just keeps going. I mean, look how the fans turn on him, and he doesn't let it get to him.
Well, he's also using that heat to fuel. I mean, again, he's been going off this newfound attitude since eating his first loss in AEW, Walter, which of course we know was at Full Gear against Konosuke Takeshita when he lost out on the AEW International Championship. Of course, Konosuke will be defending that title against Boss Hobbs tomorrow at World's End.
These damn stomps off bouncing off the second rope to just add momentum.
And again, compromising not only Darby Allin's lower spine, but his rib cage with all that pressure downwards. And Ricochet grabbing the boots. Darby Allin, though, ripped off the ropes and nasty fall back first. And again, focus attack right now by Ricochet on Darby Allin's back. It looked like right there it was like biting the man's face or whatever.
I don't know what the hell that's what I was trying to figure out.
Your guess is as good as mine on that one, bruv. And again, if Ricochet beats Darby Allin, period. If he beats Darby Allin, he is a lock for the semifinals. Big Pumpkins, we got a full commercial break here because television absolutely sucks. Hey, that's all right. Because, you know.
Already went. Jeez, I'm sorry, Noah. I was about to vent.
You know what? Go ahead. I welcome it. Walter's Rage, engage. 3, 2, 1, go.
No, I'm just saying, like, you already gave us 4 or 5 commercials in picture-in-picture. Why the fuck do you transition to a full commercial now? And then you should be going back to the action.
Well, to be fair, it's a commercial hyping up Max. And, of course, Max is now a partner of AEW. When AEW goes to Max January 1st, well, now it's a car commercial, so who gives a fuck? But
I was trying to get that commercial.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, again, and of course, Walter, we're going to cover the mother of all simulcasts, January 1st, with our coach Dynamite when it goes to Max, and also be on TBS. We're hoping to have a new TBS champion. We know we got Jamie Hayter versus Julia Hart, and FTR is coming back to confront the Death Riders, and apparently they are not coming alone. That and so much more to come, folks, at Fight for the Fallen, courtesy of AEW Dynamite, January 1st. When we kick off the new year for Similar Studios, we are back here in the Hammerstein Ballroom in this match. Still toilet paper around the ring, by the way. Hard Irish Whip. And Ricochet has been staying on this relentless assault on Darby Allin here, Walter.
Yeah, too bad we don't know what happened because of the commercials. But
I mean, yeah, you know, it's one of those things right now where Ricochet might well take a bathroom break. I mean, he's got a roll of toilet paper in hand.
Right.
Woo! There it goes. So, hey, look, someone got a souvenir. Oh, God, man! And Ricochet took his eyes on the opponent for 1 second, and Darby Allin capitalized, swooping the legs up from underneath him, nasty landing on the apron. And Darby Allin, what the hell is he doing, dragging this man? Oh, God! And an upkick, though, by Ricochet drives Darby Allin's spine first into the barricade again, Walter.
Yeah,
Again!
that was a hell of a super kick.
Again, sending Darby Allin crashing now back and front into the barricades on respective sides around the ring, further compromising Darby Allin's core. An Irish whip. Darby Allin reverses the Ricochet, driven into the barricade itself.
Now what the hell is he doing?
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Darby Allin. Whoa, man! Oh!
Super
Well,
kick.
I don't know
Right
what...
after he landed, wait, he ran full force into that barrier too.
Well, that's because Ricochet sidestepped him. Springboard clothesline taking down Darby Allin off the second rope. Springboard moonsault by Ricochet, and it's still a suck it. Here's the cover. Hook of the near leg is enough here to guarantee. No, it's not. 2 counts. Blatant disrespect by Ricochet, not only to Darby Allin, but to everybody there in the Hammerstein ballroom.
Telling them all to suck it. Wrong company, bro. You left there already.
Well, I mean, again, like you said, though, Ricochet, he's been channeling this. He and it's paid dividends. You may not like the tactics, you may not even like the personality or the attitude, but if it means it gets into the Continental Classic, closer to that championship, you can't argue. And Ricochet
I
at
like
the
this
top
new
rope,
side of Ricochet.
and it shows a different attitude. Wall kick. Darby Allin. Oh, standing switch. Looking for the Okada roll. Cover. 2. Spring up the bottom rope with a carbon splash. Cover. 2. No, excuse me. Crossbody. Now crucifix. Cover. 2. Moving with speed. Moving with purpose. Here's the Maestro Cradle. Cover. 2. No! Almost eliminated Ricochet.
Here's the part where Noah's got to keep up.
I try. And Darby Allin, great drop kick, driving Ricochet to the outside. Again, we talk about Darby Allin's DNA. Might as well be checked because it's not normal, Walter. And you saw it right there with that great wrestling exchange. And Darby Allin launching itself, but crashed and burned as Ricochet sidestepped him again. Wait, did he catch his knee to the back of the head?
I think so.
Ooh, that could be a knockout shot. Again, the key word of this match, Walter, is timing. Everything with Ricochet is about timing when it comes to countering Darby Allin and causing Darby Allin to damage himself more than actually he is damaging him. Why is he bringing a table out? Uh-oh.
Don't ask me.
Walter, you know as well as I do, these are not those qualification matches.
Nope. And we know the unwritten rule. He who brings the table out is usually the one that goes through it.
And Darby Allin again driven into the barricade now 2 times in a row. Constant forward attack on that back. And oh no. And Paul Turner right now admonishing Ricochet as he's laid Darby Allin out on this table. And again, Darby Allin, though, still fighting back, trying to rake the eyes of Ricochet. And Ricochet just mounting these shots to Darby Allin's head.
What is
on
his mind?
That's why he doesn't take the count out here. He knows if he wins, he is a lock to move on to semifinals. Why are you wasting your time by doing this?
Don't ask me. What is going on in either of their heads? Like they're difficult to figure out.
I'm about to say, Walter, I sense disaster. And Ricochet to the top rope. Darby Allin. Oh, good Lord. Darby Allin in the drop zone. Ricochet looking down off the top.
You all right?
Crashing down on Darby Allin through the table.
Wouldn't that be a disqualification?
Well, technically speaking, he didn't use the table. He drove the opponent through the table.
That's it.
Yeah, I agree, man. At this point, take the count out. And I also want to add, Walter, if Ricochet and Komander both win or draw in their matches, Will Ospreay is eliminated.
I just went to picture-in-picture. What the?
Again, I mean, Darby Allin, Doc says might want to check on the man. He might be registered dead. Will Darby Allin actually fight back in this? Stay tuned. Wrestle Clyde picture, folks. Fuck television. As Ricochet's mocking them, Stein Barber. To my point, there is Doc Samson. And it looks like Ricochet might finally take the count out here, Walter. Damage done, like you said.
Yeah, he slid back in the ring now. Are you just gonna? How much time passed? Did 20 minutes pass? Can I get the draw?
No, definitely. I don't think we're at that point yet, but you might as well just fast forward the clock. We've got to be close to, I think, the 15-minute mark at this point. And again, if Ricochet wins or draws, he is a guaranteed lock into the semifinals for the Gold League.
But Ricochet has a legit complaint. Like, the ref is checking on Darby. Instead, you should be rolling in the ring and starting to count, no?
But the referee's got to make sure the well-being of the athletes is first and foremost in play, Walter. You know that.
I mean, I think that's what Ricochet's arguing with the referee now, right?
Now, truth be told, the referee's got two jobs. The referee got the most stressful job in the business. I don't care what anyone says. As he starts his 10 count, to your point, if Ricochet wins via count out, that's it. Darby Allin's eliminated. And Darby Allin's slowly stirring, trying to get feeling back in his fingers. Might have a stinger here. That was freaking ridiculous.
See what the ref is he at 4? I can't see because it's stupid restaurant quality. Give me picture.
But it doesn't matter now because Ricochet just drove Darby Allin into the barricade again. All right, this is just unnecessary conduct at this point. Good grief.
I mean, this is beating a dead horse, to be honest.
Yeah, how many times do you shoot a dead carcass?
Yeah. Get your ass back in the ring and just take the count-out victory at this point.
Well, I mean, again, it goes back to that moxie, that attitude that you may approve of. That also might be Ricochet's own downfall. Paul Turner resetting his count back up to 2. We talked about before, Walter, hubris can be a man's downfall, and Ricochet might literally screw himself here if he keeps taking Darby Allin lightly like every other opponent has.
I don't know.
We know Darby Allin is insane.
Darby Allin is the PCO of AEW. He's just an undead zombie that just won't go the hell away.
To your point, Darby Allin breaks the count, and Ricochet immediately back on the attack. And Ricochet's got to be furious and driving Darby Allin again into the apron. Just a relentless assault, trying to make sure the man can't stand up. And rolling back inside the ring. And once again, Ricochet is asking, or maybe creating separation so Paul Turner can start his 10 count.
I'm finally off picture.
Yeah, and it's smart strategy here, Walter. If Darby Allin can't get up, he can't make his way back inside the ring, but does so once again. As this match continues here.
Again, ripping the damn bandage off. What the?
Not yet. Now he is. He's literally tearing apart the bandages. And again, Ricochet is literally just minutes away from guaranteeing a spot in the semifinals of the Continental Classic, which we will be covering here tomorrow when we cover World's End. Stop in the midsection there. And it was just a relentless assault.
Has to be careful of, Noah, though. If you get over frustrated that Allin keeps on getting up, you're going to risk disqualification because you're just going to keep going and not pay attention to the referee's warnings.
Well, I would like to think that Ricochet is conscious enough to believe that.
The hell was that? A double stop. He literally leaped over the referee. At some point, can the ref just step in and just save Darby Allin from himself?
Well, that is the referee's job to a degree when the competitor is their own worst enemy, but this is Darby Allin we're talking about, and this is also the Continental Classic. And Paul Turner realizes, being the senior official of the referee corps, how important this is for both men. Remember, Darby Allin loses, he's eliminated.
I mean, did you see those forearm shots to the freaking kidney?
Yeah, and I also see these knife-edge chops not going to win out Darby Allin while he still somehow is standing on his feet. Standing in quotations.
And now he's putting him on the damn rope. Well, what? How much more can this man do to him?
Well, to answer, counterpoint that question, how much more you need to do to keep Darby Allin down?
I don't know. That's why I compare him to PCO.
Well, think about this, Walter. Like I said, what does it take to put Darby Allin down? Without dubious means.
Darby Allin takes himself out of matches. Nobody takes him out.
That's fair, I think, honestly. After Claudio Castagnoli uses the freaking brass knuckles to knock Darby Allin out, literally. And Ricochet doing everything he can with his own fist trying to knock Darby Allin out. And both men right now, the high wristed, Ricochet inside second, looking for a possible superplex. And Darby Allin, though, just freely punching away at the kidneys. And Taking the epidermis away from Ricochet.
What the hell? I don't like moves like that when they ripping their backs. Is he gonna go for a destroyer off the rope?
No, I think he's going for a powerbomb. Up and over. No.
Okay, we talked about Allin, but give Ricochet some credit to be able to kick out of that. He basically got lammed down twice, like it was a sunset flip powerbomb off the turnbuckle into a destroyer, or the same move, if you want to call it. That's basically what the destroyer is, just minus one flip. But and now Allen's.
Go ahead. Go ahead to your point.
No, I thought he was gonna go for the coffin drop, but I think Ricochet is like, nope.
Well, Ricochet, great awareness. To your point, that's not a destroyer. That's a code red. It's a sunset flip. That was a double code red variation move that Darby Allin used on Ricochet, dropping him on his head twice to a degree, turning him literally inside out, and somehow Ricochet was conscious enough to kick out before the 3.
I mean, this match should have been over on 3 different occasions.
Again, though, every time Ricochet thinks Darby Allin's down, Darby Allin finds a way to fight back. Now springing off the top rope for 50, crash and burn. Whoa. Fujiwara armbar.
And they're in the middle of the ring, Noah.
Yeah, look at the way he's bending back the digits.
Ow!
The finger's getting pulled back. Yeah, but again, Ricochet has free range of his right side of his body. Darby Allin again, though, readjusting position and immediately going back to the Fujiwara armbar. He's got that arm trapped. Double wrist lock applied while bending back the digits.
Ow.
Trying to maneuver his body, though. He's got a free leg. He's got a free hand. Will Ricochet tap out, though? Again, a submission win will leave Darby Allin alive in this. But so close to making contact with the ropes. And again, Darby Allin grabbing the other arm. Venus de Milo.
We might get a tap out.
Double Fujiwara armbar locked in.
Ricochet's not that tall. No offense, but it's hard for him to reach the ropes with his legs.
God, he just touches it. It forces the break.
Well, I mean, I kind of thought he wasn't going to be tall enough to do that, to be honest.
And you just heard that announcement, right? 1 minute left in this match, Walter.
Well,
one of them Darby Allin has to win here, Walter. A win or a draw for Ricochet eliminates Darby in this tournament.
They got to be, 30 seconds away now?
Yeah, probably 45, I'm being honest here. I don't have a stopwatch. Northern Lights suplex holds on. Front face lock applied by Ricochet. Bringing Darby Allin up and over. Darby, though. Reversal! Darby, cover him!
He is out. He is dazed. He's stung.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, count. Oh.
Wait! They did it! I finally got one!
Well, Walter, you wished it in existence, and it happened here. And that means Darby Allin is eliminated at 6 points, while Ricochet advances with 10 points. 7 points. While Ricochet advances into the semifinals with 10 points. Ricochet is officially going to World's End, and Darby Allin is eliminated.
Wow.
That means... Yeah, there's the official announcement by Justin Roberts. Hammerstein Barber doesn't like it. Well, one spot, Walter, has officially been filled. Gold League participant A, Ricochet. Once again, Ricochet sneaks his way into officially the semifinals of the Continental Classic. Darby Allin, Brody King, officially eliminated. and Will Ospreay is on life support now. If Claudio Castagnoli wins or draws with Komander, Will Ospreay is eliminated, and Claudio Castagnoli will be your other Gold League semifinalist.
Part of you got to feel bad for Darby, though, man. Jeez.
Yeah, no kidding. There's no question about Darby Allin's fight during this whole tournament. Wait a minute.
What the hell's going on?
We're going into our next match immediately, Walter. The last match of the Gold League, Komander.
Why is he dressed like Wolverine?
I mean, that's his attire. Well, I mean, what?
Is he telling him to play spoiler?
I mean, encouragement maybe. I don't know. Again, Komander cannot make it no matter what, Walter. But he could play spoiler to your point. Like I said, Will Ospreay and Claudio Castagnoli are the only two men left fighting for a spot in the Gold League. If Komander beats Claudio Castagnoli, Will Ospreay is officially in with a victory over Claudio Castagnoli. But if Claudio beats Komander or goes to a draw, then Will Ospreay is eliminated, and your Gold League semifinalists are Ricochet and Claudio Castagnoli.
You better not book 2 draws back to back. I will be one pissed off son of a bitch.
Again, had to go backstage to Switchblade Jay White. Seriously, this guy, here's my New Year's resolution for the Switchblade, Walter. Switchblade Jay White will be AEW World Champion, but I don't know if it comes at World's End. I'll say, Switchblade Jay White has a one-on-one victory against Jon Moxley.
Yeah, I can't wait for that fatal 4-way. Literally, the champ is always detrimental against the champ. They got a 1 in 4 chance they drop, but I don't even think Moxley gives a damn about those odds. He's the one who asked for this match, Noah.
He literally asked for it. He said egos run AEW. He loves being the marked man. He believes that nobody else is focused, dedicated, hungry, determined enough to win, let alone hold this championship. The title we have not seen since he beat Bryan Danielson and stuffed it in a duffel bag, and I still think it's in that briefcase held by the possessor in the problem Rhea Shafir, handcuff on her wrist in a damn briefcase. But to your point, the hatred with him and Adam Page, Jay White, Orange Cassidy's vendetta. He doesn't care if he never becomes champion. He just wants to ensure Jon Moxley lose the championship. Him and Adam Page doesn't give a damn about anyone or anything but becoming the AEW World Champion. And Jon Moxley, he's the guy that has all the focus right now, while these three men button heads like bulls against one another.
Say what you want about Moxley, but this may be what he meant by the changes in AEW. He just wants competition. He wants the people to be able to step their game, and 3 men have really got to step up tomorrow, but we'll see what they can do. I don't think Page gives a damn either. Neither one of these 3 really give a damn.
No, not at all. You kidding me? I mean, that's the number one thing. What I do give a damn about, though, Walter, while we got a commercial break, everyone's enjoying our coverage, let's go ahead and bring you up to speed and what the Survivor Studios is going to do through World's End into 2025 when the Survivor Studios once again has a new beginning. Check out this, folks, because this is all the content coming to you very soon. Another watch line trailer.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Usually,
again, I
folks, we have a
remind you.
stick that we go to, but we just joined the match mid-match, so we might as well go back into calling, and we can do that stick later. I know.
Fair enough. Well, get ready for all the wrestling as we got all the fighting right now. Claudio Castagnoli up in Palm Strikes Commander. To your point, Walter Cruz, this is nonstop action. This isn't TNA, but it might as well be something of a similar sort here because these two men aren't going to stop until the clock runs out, the bell rings. Again, folks, if Claudio, oh dear God, goes to a draw or beats Commander, Claudio eliminates Will Ospreay and is going to semifinals. If Commander goes to a draw or beats, keyword, beats Claudio Castagnoli, Claudio is eliminated. Will Ospreay is in for the Gold League alongside Ricochet.
So there's a lot riding on this match right here.
And of course, Commander just won the Ring of Honor World Television Championship. So again, I think momentum favors Commander here, despite the fact right now he has not. What the hell? Commander caught off running the ropes. Brought down by Claudio.
What the hell was that?
Walter, we said it before. Pound for pound, the most complete athlete. Cover. Two. Perfect Knox. 2 count. Complete athlete and pound for pound strongest man inside that ring.
Claudio's another. I mean, they call Brock Lesnar the beast. Claudio's a real beast, man.
And speaking of being beastly, we will see who really unleashed their inner beast at Maximum Carnage when AEW Dynamite Collision goes to my turf, Ohio, in Cincinnati, Ohio, to the Andrew J. Brady Music Center.
How
2 days
far
before
are
I
you
get
from there?
paid. Damn it. At least 8 hours on a bus trip. It's not going to happen because it's also happening before I get paid. So, God damn it, AEW.
You're
You'll forgive me.
bi-weekly? My wife is too. She hates it.
Well, again, I am a victim of my own morals, priorities over passions. It is what it is. Uh-oh.
Mhm.
And Commander right now being military.
What the hell are these moves that Claudio are pulling off?
Elevated gutbuster kick out at 2 somehow by Commander.
Claudio is just showing off at this point.
Well, again, it goes back to that new mindset of Claudio Castagnoli ever since joining Jon Moxley in this MO of the Death Riders, doing things for the greater good, for the better of this business. And we'll see what that really means, I'm sure, more so after World's End when we cover the mother of all simulcasts of AEW Fight for the Fallen, because I still don't know jack diddly what that means.
You got to think it's Moxley's in Claudio's air, and it's this whole new. You talk about Shelton getting motivation. Think about Claudio and how much motivation he's getting from Moxley. And he knows he doesn't want to disappoint Moxley. So we're seeing a different side of Claudio we haven't seen.
Yeah, that's true that. Again, he treats this as a business. It's not fun anymore. Remember when he first came in, he was just having the time of his life. Cover, hooked up our leg, up the double stomp, gets a 2 count, does Claudio. Ever since Claudio got this newfound mission statement, we've seen a different, more aggressive, focused side of Claudio Castagnoli.
It's not even about titles with them anymore. It's just about putting wrestling business to the forefront.
Well, you heard what Jon Moxley said about this canvas being the valley, and he's willing to die in that valley. Is anyone else willing to do that? And that's the challenge, to your point, that he's asking AEW to step up to. But he thinks no one at AEW can do that right now. And he very well might be right. Claudio catching Commander up and around, looking chair, looking for Poison Rana. Countered by Claudio. Alabama Slammer attempt. Commander still holding, though. And boom, man, sent up and over the floor. And somehow Claudio still holds Commander in the chair position and drops face first on the apron.
Ow! Yeah, and to your point earlier, that's probably why we haven't seen the title. Because nobody gives, in this group, Moxley, Claudio, nobody gives a shit about titles. It's just all about proving why they're in this business and putting wrestling first, which is probably why we haven't seen the title.
I mean, the jury is still out if we even know the title's in one piece in that briefcase, Walter. And right now, Commander kicking the hamstrings of Claudio Castagnoli, trying to tie up that leg again. And Commander springing up the ropes. And great athleticism. Hey, oh, he didn't get the Hurricane Rana, but he drove Claudio forward into the ring post, shoulder first. Now forward tagging still ring steps. I'm not sure if that's what he meant to do, but that might have been too much better of his benefit.
I don't know. As strong as Claudio is, Commander's just as fast. That was ridiculous.
Whoa. And to your point, Commander speed, avoiding a collision with Claudio Castagnoli as Claudio again goes in that compromised shoulder into the barricade. 3 constant attacks on that right shoulder right now at this match. And Komander, once again, Escalera off the top.
Sort of a swanton to the outside. And look, he's trying to get feeling back in that arm. Look at Claudio. He can't feel that right arm.
Exactly. A stinger effect. The salute, by the way, over the ring post to your point, diving on Claudio Castagnoli.
Reminded people with his stick. If Claudio loses here, he's out, right?
Threat. Pop up. Oh, plot the uppercut into a sleeper hold.
Nice. He went for that pop-up European uppercut.
And someone of submission he was looking for earlier. And figure out again the damage done to the shoulders as he's wrenching the neck right now, or attempting to. But again, like you said, Claudio is just so damn strong. Oh! Looking for that abdominal stretch and unable to fully execute it. Unable to lock the wrist. And Komander getting the boot up. Up and over. Claudio. Very face down. And Komander here with a huge opportunity once again going up to the high-risk district. Claudio in the dress. Uh-oh. Oh, no. And that will cut down any competitor, whether you're fast or strong. And Komander looking for his first 3 points and looking to play spoiler here. And Komander hoisted up again, up on the shoulder. And and nasty landing on the top rope. And Claudio, massive boot, driving Komander to the floor.
To be honest, it's not about points for Komander. It's about pride at this point.
Well, what's it about for Claudio at this point when it comes to that mission statement? Like, wait, hold on. Wait, that's Darby Allin's jacket. What the hell is he doing Darby Allin's jacket?
I don't know. Is that what Darby Allin whispered to him?
Oh, and look what Komander has in his hand. You talking about playing spoiler before, Walter. Paragraphs Knuckles will definitely do that. That's what he did, Claudio. Claudio might be out.
Oh my God, Komander might actually do it, Noah.
The Komander's up and Claudio's down. Claudio doesn't know what the hell he is. Walking the
Unintended, he took command of this match.
Star. 2. It.
Komander did it.
Hello? I guess Darby Allin had one last receipt for the Death Riders.
Well, it's spoiled. Somebody played spoiler. Holy shit, he's got 3 points. Not that the points matter, but what matters is that Claudio is no longer part of this tournament.
That's right. Komander, what hell of a weekend. He first wins the Ring of Honor. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Well, that celebration might be cut short. And now
Darby,
the Death Riders may be pissed off.
Darby better take his ass back out here.
Yeah, where's John Moxley to your point? Little Yuta, Pog, and Shafir and Claudio Castagnoli are isolating and assaulting Komander. Oh, no. Then Shafir with the chair. I still say Shafir is the most dangerous member of the Death Riders. Wait a second! Oh, we heard him earlier. Guns up! I want to. You tell like I feel fully earlier. There's one of the 3 men that John Moxley defended the title against. Switchblade Jay White. And he doesn't give a damn about the numbers. Well, wait!
There's another person that's involved in that match.
And Orange Cassidy right now getting the battle. The Death Riders dominating with Yuta.
I think that was a plan, Noah. The distraction by Jay White.
Yeah, I'm about to say, What you're not gonna block.
This is looking good for tomorrow. I'm kind of glad we watched this on Friday because now it's makes us more antsy about tomorrow.
Yeah, beach break by Orange Cassidy to Willa Yuta, and Orange Cassidy and Jay White are let me say that again. Orange Cassidy and Jay White are standing tall in the ring. Wait. Where's Cassidy going now?
Yeah, the thing is, Noah, they're standing tall together now, but they're going to be opponents tomorrow.
Wait, speaking of opponents, John Moxley.
Well, you asked earlier where he was.
And bought the orange punch for that briefcase. John Moxley's in the Hammerstein Ballroom, the AEW World Champion. Oh, boy.
Now Moxley's got a damn microphone, which is almost just as bad as having that briefcase in his hand.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? And he's gotta be pissed off.
He literally called him delusional.
Yeah. Well, there is one more man missing from this picture, Walter, and I think he's finally about to make his statement. Heyman Adam Page is in the building.
But
Now, he said that, he said that Jay White and Orange Cassidy are delusional and will never come any close to that championship. What about the man that literally choked him out nearly in a Texas death match, that's staring him eye and eye on the apron, ready to throw a buckshot lariat?
No, but the problem is that Moxley loves to fight, so you ain't gonna intimidate him.
Are you sure about that? Because he's right now in the death triangle.
This is the picture we're gonna see tomorrow night, Noah.
Yeah, but are they going to fight each other? Or are they going to fight Jon Moxley? What's more important here? Personal agendas, egos, or the championship? And Jon Moxley right now, he's smiling about this.
Do any of them actually give a shit, Noah?
Oh! Orange Punch connects! Shot lariat! Bang!
This man is literally doing buckshot lariats with a wallet sticking out of his pants. You can see this wallet just in his back pocket.
And Blade Runner by Jay White, all three challengers just wiped out the AEW World Champion.
But Noah, you got a reminder, like, this is all good and well, but Fatal 4-Way, only one man can win. You guys can be friendly now, but eventually it's every man for himself.
And to your point, look at the position of all three men on that briefcase. Wait a minute. What's that? Oh, just sunglasses. I thought he had a key. But again, Walter,
I thought he had a key too, Noah. You read my mind. I thought he had a key. I was like, why the hell would he have the key?
Well, again, we talked about before our egos in the way of what's most important. Tonight, it looks like that's very much not the case. As Switchblade Jay White, Orange Cassidy, and him and Adam Page are all focused on one thing, the AEW World Championship. Speaking of being focused on championships, in what is arguably one of our women's matches of the year, Chris Statlander looks to become the new face of TBS once again in her New Year's resolution as we get to run it back. The classic Mercedes Moné, Chris Statlander 2 for the TBS Championship. It's double or nothing for Stat.
Hey, Mercedes the one who gave her the answer last week. Like, I was happy when she did that. I got to give Mercedes, as much as I talk shit, she's not running away from any challenges.
Yeah, well, speaking of not running away from any challenges, how about running to the challenge when it is the as we continue the Continental Classic, we know our Gold League top two, Walter. It's time to find out who is going to represent the Blue League. And could it be the very man defending that championship, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, who stands at 7 points? He not only needs to win here, he needs to also make sure that Shelton Benjamin is eliminated.
Hey, Benjamin, who's all alone tonight. We see that the other members of the Hurt Syndicate have been banned. That could be a big factor in this match, Noah.
Yeah, and again, this is the first time ever one-on-one matchup. Again, the Gold League is set. And by the way, folks, Ricochet is top seed. Will Ospreay is second seed. Ospreay held a tiebreaker over Claudio Castagnoli, Walter, to my point earlier. So there is your top two for the Gold League in respective matches, which means Ricochet will face the runner-up of the Blue League, while Will Ospreay will face the leader of the Blue League. And we're going to find out that here shortly.
Either way, the real winners at the end of the day is going to be us, the wrestling fans, because damn it.
I wish both these men could make it tomorrow, but only one will make it. Bottom line, Walter, the winner of this match stays alive. The loser is eliminated, period.
Damn, Benjamin weighs 263. I remember that man weighed 217 at one point, and then 248. Now 263. That man's been hitting that gym.
You wonder if that extra muscle mass, though, played to his disadvantage when Daniel Garcia caught him with a jackknife. Again, we were shocked. You thought it was going to be an all-out technical battle. It got technical at the end, But Shelton Benjamin got caught. And bell rings are underway for this. Benjamin with the handout. Referee Bryce Rensburg for this contest. Is Okada going to shake it? Again, tread lightly.
Looks like it.
Again, massive respect for these two men, considering both men literally led their own ways for New Japan. Kazuchika Okada, arguably the face of New Japan for the last decade, 7-time IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, 4-time G1 Climax winner, Walter.
Yep, Shelton Benjamin, amateur wrestling credentials, former Intercontinental Champion, former United States Champion, former Tag Team Champion. He's just as decorated. He's just not recognized as much. Like, he's severely underrated, in my opinion.
And again, we've seen the rebirth of Shelton Benjamin ever since the Hurt Syndicate was born and business picked up here in AEW thanks to MVP and the arrival of Bobby Lashley. And again, Kazuchika Okada is looking to surpass Mr. August, Masahiro Chono, with a win in this round-robin tournament.
Not only that, not only is he so established, but mind you, Shelton's almost 50. Look at this. Look at this.
And again, I don't understand how he found the Fountain of Youth, and I don't think I ever will. It's Okada up and against the ropes, and this is traditional Okada here. Are we going to get a clean break?
Him and R-Truth drink from the same fountain. That's all I know.
You know what? You very well might be right there. Clean break by Kazuchika Okada, asking Benjamin to be caught coming back in. Shelton Benjamin, former member of Suzuki-gun. Kazuchika Okada, the leader of Chaos. Oh, boy. Almost went for it. Now the hurtful. Counter. Both men look for the kill shot here. Doesn't need the clothesline. Arm drag takeover by Kazuchika Okada.
The irony that he's the gold standard, but he's in the blue league is not lost on me, by the way.
Well, I mean, the standard of excellence actually is what he's been christened by MVP, but he is up against arguably God, the Mountain, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. So I'm just saying. Kazuchika Okada, literally a legend in his mid-30s, by the way. You want to talk about age? Kazuchika Okada's not even 40 yet.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. And Okada right now taking a reprieve approach. Smart strategy by the...
Good. This is why I'm happy that the young fucks are gone for now, because you get to see the real Okada. He doesn't have to kiss their ass right now. He doesn't have to be an EVP right now. He's just himself, showing what people missed if they didn't watch New Japan.
To be fair, he never was an EVP, and he always was Okada. He just was Okada now with an attitude.
Yeah.
That attitude just caught Benjamin and a DT on the floor. And by the way, Walter, you've never watched the G1 Climax before, have you?
Yes.
You've never watched the G1, right? So you have no idea the caliber of talent, nor the stress of the competition that Kazuchika Okada has faced and beaten over the years. Tetsuya Naito, Tomoyoshi Ii, Minoru Suzuki, Kota Ibushi, Switchblade Jay White, Taiji. Nice scoop slam there. Hiroki Goto, members of his own faction. The G1 Climax is the most battle-tested professional wrestling tournament in pro wrestling. What?
Oh my God. Benjamin was just as quick as a cat right there.
Cover two to your point. Unbelievable speed up lands in the bar 2 count.
Okada did not see that coming, man.
Yeah, but he sure as hell felt it. And this pinnacle Blue League match continues in Wrestling Client picture-in-picture. Fuck television. God damn, Shelton Benjamin.
Dude, not only was he the athleticism, not only was he fast, he literally hopped from flat foot position to the top rope.
And literally, he just walked up them like nothing. It's insane to his agility.
I guarantee that man could jump over the hood of a car.
You know what? You're probably right. Kota Ibushi has actually done that. And Kazuchika Okada right now in a vulnerable state on the outside of the ring. Keep in mind, count out actually does work in either man's favor here, Walter. Whoever loses here is eliminated. And Kazuchika Okada is defending champion. If Okada is eliminated, we are guaranteed a new Continental champion, no matter what. Big forearm. And right now, Shelton Benjamin just taking his time with the Rainmaker. Of course, Kazuchika Okada's greatest strength is not only his physical capability, it is his mentality. One of the strongest mental games ever. You could rattle Kazuchika Okada, but he always finds a way to recenter himself and bounce back. There is no one else in this business like the Rainmaker. Driven torso first into the barricade.
To be fair, there's no one like Shelton Benjamin either, man. These two were just. This is why this is such an awesome matchup, to be honest.
And again,
And it's
draw
the
means
first time
nothing.
ever.
Yeah, right? The funny thing is here, though, Walter, we consider both men here. The winner is eliminated. If it goes to a draw, then both men potentially could be eliminated.
Holy hell. I didn't even think about that till you just said that.
And both men literally, Shelton Benjamin mocking the Rainmaker. That did not work well. Actually, go to Kagi. Kazuchika Okada, who main evented Wrestle Kingdoms after Wrestle Kingdom. In fact, I think he main evented over 8 different Wrestle Kingdoms in this last decade alone as champion.
That's saying
right
a
now,
lot.
again, multiple time IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. He and Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kenny Omega define some of the greatest rivalries, and Will Ospreay, in New Japan Pro Wrestling modern history. And of course, we know that Will Ospreay, he has a lock in the semifinals. Keep in mind here, Walter, you were talking about Will Ospreay and Okada earlier. You very well have a real chance that that could happen if Okada wins here.
Yeah, that's if. That's a pretty big if because he's got a tall order right now. Both these men, and it's pretty much even Steven. Every time one person has the momentum, we see a quick reversal, a spout of athleticism, and it's reversed. And then we just don't know who's in command of this match anymore.
Like, here's the counterpoint you need to look out for. Okada's dropkick. If he hits that dropkick, Okada's in control. It's as simple as that. Big forearms again, though, by Shelton Benjamin, rocking the Rainmaker. And Okada refusing to go down. Okada, of course, trained by Ultimo Dragon down in Mexico, disciplined down there in Mexico before returning to New Japan Pro Wrestling as the Rainmaker to confront the ace of New Japan, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Irish whip off the ropes, picking up speed, and Okada once again picking up speed and drives his elbow for Benjamin. Running back elbow strike. Did I mention when I'm calling Kazuchika Okada matches, I'm probably at my most happy?
Yeah, I noticed, Noah.
Okada is one of my top 5 wrestlers of all time, with Gunther and Will Ospreay.
I can't wait till we get to call a G1 Classic together. Like,
Oh,
you might be lit
I
like a
welcome
Christmas tree
that.
that day.
Anything. And a cover, hook the far leg. It's a 2 counts.
It'll be Christmas in the summer for you if we call that.
I mean, I don't know if you're gonna be up every night like me because I don't know how insane you are, Walter. But if nothing else, I welcome the idea of you and I calling the G1 Climax Finals.
I'm
Oh,
insane and I'm used to
Benjamin.
working overnight any damn way.
Fair enough. I mean, considering we are talking about Pro Wrestling Noah, Stardom, Marigold, Wrestle Dynasty, and Wrestle Kingdom, and New Year's Dash all in the same week, it's a fair point. And Shelton Benjamin hooking up Okada here. Might be looking for a pile driver. Okada slipping out the back door. Waist lock. Oh, Benjamin trying to fight back. And again, escapes, picks the ankle. Ankle lock! And we talk about his amateur background, his accolades. Let's not forget who he was, of course, trained and endorsed by the man himself, Kurt Angle. And right now, Benjamin, though, is not grapevine that leg, though, but he is adding incredible torque on the ankle of Okada. Of course, Okada can't step forward for the Rainmaker. That neutralizes the impact of that move. Swing and a miss, and Okada might be looking for the money clip. Got the arm trap, got the head hook. And top wrist lock being applied here. And you see right now Benjamin trying to slip out. And you see the elbow, the way that's bent on top of Shelton Benjamin's head there, Walter. Literally, Shelton Benjamin's own body fighting against him.
Yeah. Side headline now. He backs Okada into the corner. But look at the death grip Okada's got. That didn't even break the grip.
Yeah. Well, it took 2 times, but he finally did. And again, like you said, it is literally a death grip. I thought Shelton Benjamin was going out for a second, honestly. And Okada has Benjamin hooked. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, God. Big neck breaker over the knee. And of course, you figure about, again, all this work on the head and neck softens Benjamin up for that Rainmaker lariat. Yeah, right now, Okada firmly in control. Scoop slam and going back to the well. This is vintage Kazuchika Okada, as we all know what follows here, if you follow him as long as I have. And I'll follow this man since Wrestle Kingdom 8. Massive elbow drop.
Only Okada can make a scoop slam look beautiful.
Yeah, well, watch this. Hey, cameraman, get ready for my wide shot. Fuck you. Cheeky
He's showing
bastard!
how we feel about commercials.
Well, I mean, that's fair. He should be the new thing we've used for the freaking gift. German suplex being applied by Kazuchika Okada, wearing down the standard of excellence.
He had a straight jacket for a second, the way he held Shelton, but then he released Shelton's arm.
And again, transition now to the waistlock, now just ripping off these German suplexes here. And again, Okada, he is a 63-minute man. He can go for days.
We've seen this so many times, and we've seen him do up to 10 of these German suplexes without releasing it. There's the straight jacket again.
That went for the Rainmaker. God. Sending Okada for the ride. High angle German suplex release.
Showing Benjamin, showing Okada that he's not the only one that can do a suplex.
Yeah, no kidding. And Okada right now, he's got it.
Shelton's finisher at one point was a T-bone suplex, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Now he has pay dirt, aka the hurt fall. And remember what MVP says. He and Bobby Lashley have been training Shelton Benjamin on his submission and power game. And we're seeing it here with these suplexes. Good grief.
Suplex City, bitch.
Now, how fitting, considering he literally has the same class of Brock Lesnar from Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Exactly.
Again, all-time collegiate athlete. To your point.
Not
Also
only that, but he's a Minnesota Gopher along with Brock Lesnar.
Yep. And Shelton Benjamin, knee strike in the corner. Right down the middle.
Shelton Benjamin should not be moving this well at the age. Speaking of T-bone suplex, I think that's what he was just going to go for.
Whoa. About to say, almost got caught by his own device. Big boot, though. Rock Shelton Benjamin, but look at Okada immediately went down to a knee. Yeah, uh-oh. And Benjamin just staring Okada down. And at this point, Benjamin right now is in the driver's seat. Uh-oh. Drop kick! I think Benjamin only got a little bit of it, though. And Okada, once again, wrist control rig. Oh! Show with the flatliner. Cover. Kick out at 2.5. The hell of a counter right there, Walter.
Yeah, I'm just amazed by this match.
I could tell you're literally almost like a disciplined Japanese fan, and I admire that. But I will tell you this, Walter. Tokyo Dome, Ryogoku Sumo Hall, Corrigan Hall, the audience brings the best out of the competitors. Hammerstein Bond trying to do the same. Okada to Okada is in the semifinals.
Dude, he hit that Rainmaker out of freaking nowhere.
Just like that, Walter. Just like that. The constant work on the head and neck. He only needed one moment. He found it and he dished it. The same lad that has broke through baseball bats has punched the defending champion into the semifinals. Kazuchika Okada is in the semifinals of the Continental Classic. And then you see the leaderboard. He will have second place no matter what. If Kyle Fletcher or Darren Garcia wins. But Kazuchika Okada leaves the block and closes it out at 10, while Shelton Benjamin is eliminated at 6.
Okada's the only one literally that's at 10 out of everyone in the entire tournament.
And Benjamin, though, with the hand shook out. And, wow.
Hey,
you gotta,
I like that.
You gotta respect that. But I mean, you gotta respect that. Considering these guys got roots in New Japan, that was a damn good pure wrestling match.
Look what he's doing now. Look what he's doing now.
Fuck you. Let's go backstage for David Kick.
Merry Christmas.
Whose house? I mean, he's already punked out Trevor, so I wonder what's on Swerve Strickland's mind.
I don't know. Renee's dress looks like she's wrapped in present and like
wrapped. I love her dress.
Yeah.
As usual, remarkable. Whose house?
John Moxley's a lucky son of a bitch.
People know whose house this is.
Damn, Shelton Benjamin.
He had
just main evented, basically.
I mean, hell, I saw Shelton Benjamin main event with Swerve Strickland at Friday Night Dynamite, remember?
Yeah.
He is a main event player.
Mm-hmm. But so is Swerve.
I mean, he proved that being AEW World Champion.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. He's trying to rebound in 2025, he's telling Renee, but he's interrupted by none other than Ricochet.
Trevor, but yes, I agree. I feel like we're looking at the first feud of 2025 here, Walter. Just call it an instinct.
Right?
Whoa. Don't use Swear's real name. It's not rooting against him.
Rooting against you.
And Swear wants AEW to succeed, as do I.
Don't blow
So
it, he told Ricochet.
Yeah.
I'm going to embarrass you.
Oh, boy.
What the hell was that? Can you just
Swerve.
Can we fast forward? Can I just see this? Like, can we go to 2025 already?
All right, that's Swerve just punked Ricochet one last time. Well, clearly Swerve Strickland has New Year's resolutions to even make 2025 a bigger bounce back comeback than LeBron James on the freaking Cavaliers. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see if Ricochet blows it like the freaking team last year against freaking whatever won the Super Bowl. That being said, again, folks, stay tuned. We'll be covering the Super Bowl as well next year, courtesy of our own Stat Boy Mikey, as well as, of course, you can follow the Stat Boy Sports Ball for all your takes outside of wrestling in all forms of sports, collegiate sports, and combat sports. Please follow the Barkeeps, of course, Stat Boy Mikey, and of course, Dory Lou, our lovely Barkeeps. Of course, stay tuned for Walter as he leads UFC, or tries to, James, leads UFC commentary, of course. Always a pleasure to call and get his techniques. They got Taz, I got Walter. I feel good here. And of course, I will always be here to engage you guys across all things wrestling, wherever my voice is needed or is appointed to by Walter or JJ at this point. Because again, folks, the first week of the new year, me and Walter are crazy. We are going to go to the other side of the world for all the Japanese wrestling. We got Pro Wrestling Noah, which again, you guys can follow us on Abema pay-per-view. That's $20. You got to go to abemapayperview.com and purchase it. It is not part of Wrestle Universe, not live. It will be there later on demand. Then Marigold's first show, January 3rd, is also on Wrestle Universe, but you have to purchase it separately as a pay-per-view if you want to follow along with us. We also might cover the Stardom show where we know, Walter, Athena and Timelo will be part of Stardom show January 3rd. And of course, it all leads into Wrestle Kingdom 19 and Wrestle Dynasty back-to-back days, which of course we will cover here at some of our studios. And you guys can be part of the action as well by becoming a subscriber at njbwworld.com. And yes, we also have the Raw on Netflix. So if you are a subscriber at Netflix, you're set. Otherwise, become a subscriber at Netflix by January 6th. And we also will cover, of course, AEW Dynamite Fight for the Fallen, which you guys can follow if you are a subscriber to either Max or you also have TBS in the mother of all simulcasts. And that, of course, culminates in January 7th for New Year's Evil, which I believe will be on the CW or Netflix. I'm not sure yet. We got to figure that out. But that's everything we're covering in the first 7 days of the new year.
Talk about
the wrestling.
Talk about starting 2025 off with a bang.
Yeah,
right. Speaking of that, what is it? Spell that? Amoeba pay-per-view? I'm just going to buy the damn pay-per-view now to get it over with.
So there's a link on Pro Wrestling Noah's YouTube page under the preview video for the Noah show. I'll send it to you. And it leads to abemapayperview.com for the English side. And that's where you could purchase it. And it's like $20, even in yen conversion. So I'll guide you to that. And in the meantime,
oh, God. New York Minute.
And apparently Chris Jericho, the Nueve and still Ring of Honor World Champion, he has one last gift to give this year to Anthony Bowens. As of course, Walter, we'll be calling the final Rampage ever before we smash the new year with New Year's Smash. And it will be the Nueve Chris Jericho versus Anthony Bowens in singles action. The title will not be on the line, folks. We also have Nick Wayne versus Hook, where Hook hopes to fight Christian Cage in New York. But at this point, he'll take an illegitimate adopted son. We'll see what happens.
I think I put the graphics in there already, so we can show the folks.
No worries. Well, we'll also put in graphics later. But for now, Walter, it's Tony time. Let me take a break from Continental Classic.
Rock star Tony.
With the timeless hair, I think she's split between two worlds, but she is 25-1 in her past 26 matches. Of course, Toni Storm, we haven't seen her since Wembley last year at All In, when she just made a return to Dynamite at Winter is Coming, and is so far undefeated on her return. But it doesn't seem to remember anything from her past regarding All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah, she suddenly developed amnesia.
Or a crisis in confidence, or a midlife crisis, you be the judge. Now, she's been reintroducing herself to former friends and enemies, including the Vendettas, Deonna Purrazzo, and Taya Valkyrie.
Hey, you said her name wrong, Noah.
Oh, well, please correct me.
You know how to say it.
Now we're Loca, Taya Valkyrie, of course, assigned by the Virtuosa. Deonna Purrazzo, the boss of the Vendetta, where a code of respect will be beaten into you senseless. I love this. I love the fact that Deonna Purrazzo has been turned into a godfather. And of course, we saw the fallout with Deonna Purrazzo and Toni Storm in a different era last year at this year at Revolution for the AEW Women's World Championship.
Is that a microphone inside of Tony's face?
I don't know, but there have been 2 previous meetings, by the way, Walter, with Toni Storm and Taya Valkyrie, and Tony's won both of them.
Different version of herself, but yeah.
Well, yeah, if you want to be that technical. The palm strike. It's just one of those things where we look at a competitor hold a championship for so long, and you wonder what happens to them after they lose the title. I think about Kazuchika Okada when he went crazy after losing the IWGP Heavyweight Championship after 700 plus days. Here, Toni Storm loses that title after 260 some odd days, and she comes back under not necessarily a new identity, but her old identity, and it's almost like she feels like she's restarting.
It's almost like Back to the Future. She just reverted back to herself and doesn't recognize the rest of her.
Yeah, shout out to Jeff motherfucking Meacham, by the way. Running elbow strike in the corner. And please stay tuned, folks, for the New Year's Eve Spectacular, courtesy of the Super Marvel Studios, as well as the Greg Cherry brand with the Greg Cherry Show, as we'll bring in the new year with back-to-back specials before starting a week of wrestling, and Taya Valkyrie giving a face full to Toni Storm, quite literally.
You could talk about Valkyrie's history, too. New Japan and ROH. She was in NXT for a hiccup, but got released during the pandemic. I don't want to remember that time, but I mean, she went under a different name. But I mean, she's been around the block too.
Well, I mean, yeah. To your point, former AAA Reina Duran's champion. In fact, she beat Deonna Purrazzo for that title. Former, I still believe, record-standing Impact Knockouts World Champion. The longest reign with that title.
I think she still holds that record. Yeah.
Yeah, just barely, though. Deonna Purrazzo came super close. And speaking of Deonna, there you see grabbing the ankle. And again, outside referee's vision, Taya Valkyrie. Oh, with the leg, picks the ankle and drives Toni Storm. Oh,
that hurts women as well, people.
Women are, so you know, are sensitive down the... But anyway, that's a whole different conversation. And
that was a professor of wrestling, but this is an anatomy class, but it hurts a female too.
Look, genitalia is just as important as body anatomy when it comes to professional wrestling, because if your genitalia is not in order, you can't function. And I'm just going to leave it at that. This has been your simple lesson, courtesy of the Simple Man. Thank you. That being said, can Toni Storm bounce back? Stay tuned, Wrestle Picture Fuck Television, as she grabs that hamstring, damage done to the left leg. And I am not a doctor. I am not a lawyer. I'm not even a registered commentator. I am just a simple man, a lifelong fan of professional wrestling. Please don't judge me. But the things I learn sometimes and then deal with you guys, though, I wonder how I still protect my mentality. Massive suplex on the floor by Taya Valkyrie. And of course, after this, Walter, there's only one match left, and that will determine the other representative for the Blue League. It will either be Kyle Fletcher or Dale Garcia. And right now, Taya Valkyrie isolating Toni Storm in the corner, just driving that boot down. And of course, Taya Valkyrie, like you said, but for those that don't know Toni Storm's longer run history, one of the most notorious independent wrestlers out of Australia, former World of Stardom and SWA record-holding champion, and of course, to your point, in a different era, a record 3-time AEW Women's World Champion.
Yeah, again, if you don't know, she comes from that Same league where they discovered what's her name from NXT. Why am I drawing a blank?
I'm about to say, I'm not sure what you mean there, but I do remember NXT. She was, of course, also an NXT UK Women's Champion.
Mm-hmm. That was
And
oh my god. It'll come to me.
I know, Will. I mean, but to your point, she was discovered by WWE during the Mae Young Classic, if that's what you're referring
Mhm.
to, of course.
Yeah, there we go. The Mae Young.
Yeah. Yeah, the Mae Young Classic. I got you. And right now, Taya Valkyrie dissecting the legs of Toni Storm. Vicious modified ankle lock here of sorts, or a heel hook, driving her elbow into the spine, the upper vertebrae of Toni Storm. It's a nasty submission hold right here, Walter.
Yeah.
Eee!
Like literally her leg, her hamstring, her knee, everything is just being compromised right now. Ankle.
And again, in front of Deonna Purrazzo, mental warfare at hand if Deonna, of course, stands between Toni Storm and the ropes. And Charles, good to see you here. And again, folks, thank you for tuning into this special coverage of AEW Dynamite here on this Friday night, the last Friday of this year before we head to World's End and a new beginning of Rise. Modified Crucifix set to count as we are back here as Toni Storm almost sneaked it. Almost took the victory there. Again, all it takes is 3 seconds. Taya Valkyrie, they're able to escape, and Toni Storm are now trying to mount a comeback. Vicious forearms being exchanged here by both these women. And of course, the count of the World's End will be happening literally after Rampage tonight.
Yeah.
Up and around in the ropes. Ooh.
Well,
And Valkyrie, though.
damn it, they switched camera angles. That was bad for me.
What? Up kick, though, as Taya Valkyrie pushing the corner. Box the boot. Oh! Has a knee strike. And Taya once again. There's a little bit of a miscommunication there. Whoa! Nice misdirection. Clothesline taking down Toni Storm. And Taya Valkyrie is in the driver's seat of this match. And appreciate you, Charles. Again, we cover all things wrestling, even if they aren't live. And once again, shutting down Toni Storm. And once again, trapping the legs, like a modified figure 4 position here, or maybe looking for
Yeah,
a
thanks,
pendulum
Charles.
lock.
What I
And look at
appreciate is that
Deonna.
Charles jumps on my channel a lot to watch, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. Charles is an MVP, like Dominguez is, and Daniel and Matt. Good people. Whoa! That was a messy Lufez press, but Toni Storm did take Taya down and just raining down shots here on La Wea Loca. Might be a whole different form of crazy here tonight. And God! Hip attack in the corner. And hooking up Taya Valkyrie. Kenji hoists her up for the Storm Zero. Taya, though, creating leverage.
Ah!
Oh,
Damn! She slapped the taste out of her mouth.
And Toni Storm slamming Taya sideways.
Hey man,
And Taya right now.
strikes are just as effective as punches.
Yeah, especially against someone that's called La Wea Loca.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, clearly Taya Valkyrie wants to be the Grinch this year against Toni Storm. Oh,
It's a cradle!
It's a cradle! Small package!
She got her!
Got her!
Okay. We said it earlier, Noah. It only takes 3 seconds.
Yeah, I guess amnesia doesn't mean you don't know how to wrestle. To your point, great counter move by Toni Storm, trapping Taya Valkyrie.
Look at the
Yeah, look at the eyes.
look on her face. Look at the look on her face.
Can you blame her? She got quite literally.
You got to think Tony's got to go after the virtuosa now, right?
Well, Toni says she doesn't want. She's over this shit, but I don't know. I mean, in a way, Deonna's got to feel a little bit embarrassed. Speaking of embarrassed, I wonder who's been more embarrassing themselves during this rivalry. MJF and Adam Cole. The Brochatos no more. A brotherhood broken. These two main evented the biggest show in AEW history. And last year, it all came to an end at World's End for MJF. Now, 1 year later, we find Adam Cole and MJF at it again. One seeking vengeance, the other seeking their own retribution. Who's the hero? Who's the villain? Who will be the victor? Who will be the victim? It's Adam Cole, MJF 3 for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. And we will finally see a conclusion at World's End. The question is, Walter, will we thank him later, or will his conclusion be undisputed?
I honestly think MJF is losing that ring for the first time ever. He successfully defended that ring so many times. I really think it's Adam Cole's time. Like, otherwise, why the hell did we, after a year, go back to the rivalry?
I mean, there are some things in wrestling that are like a never-ending story, if I'm being perfectly honest here with you, bro. But I do understand what you're saying. And again, folks, we'll be covering AEW World's End. Me and Walter, I believe. We might have
Mhm.
Jason call. I don't know. Depends if we get the pay-per-view or not. Tomorrow, of course, that will be Saturday night. Their pre-show starts 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But of course, we know Mammoth Tony Khan. He's going to book matches. So we probably will do ours either 5:45, if not 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night. So please stay tuned for our coverage of the final pay-per-view of AEW's Counter Year and the conclusion of the All Elite League for those that are participating, AEW Worlds. And before we bid you adieu with the last Saturday shenanigans, before we welcome in the new year, coast to coast, before covering Pro Wrestling Noah. That's all I can hear at the Simple Hour Studios, literally within the next few days, as we are on the final countdown. And yes, I have already listened to that song verbatim so far. Well, Walter, again, a very unique match there. Taya got caught with her. She just got caught, period. Like I
You were
said,
gonna
all
say
it
with their
takes is 3
pants down,
seconds.
and then you thought about it.
Well, I mean, proverbially, pants were down because, again,
Yeah,
Taya, she got rolled up. It's like Cradle, small package.
we
But
mean that in the figure of speech, not literally.
exactly. I don't know what you're trying to imply. But of course, speaking
No,
of
because
things,
I know that's what you meant, but then you thought better of it. It's just hilarious to me.
because I know the people that I'm around, and I know the chat sometimes have their heads in a
Don't
different
worry, I'm
boo
behaving.
boo 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 boo. Look, I didn't say no names. What you talking about? You? I didn't say no names. But anyway, folks, again, after this, please stay tuned as we bid Rampage adieu, as we will cover the final Rampage ever. And coming up on this card, we of course have the Ring of Honor World Champion, the Nueve Chris Jericho, going one-on-one with Anthony Bowens. We have Nick Wayne versus Hook, and you gotta imagine that false father figure, Christian Cage, will be in Nick Wayne's corner, while Hook is hell bent to get his hands on the man that attacked his father. One broken arm be damned. We also, of course, have women's action as La Mera from the Rosa goes one-on-one with Leila Gray ahead of taking on the Glamour. Mariah May in a T1 street fight for the AEW Women's World Championship. And we will also see Private Party in action, the AEW World Tag Team Champions. And of course, their next challengers to come shortly will be Leo Rush in action in Andretti. So we will see soon enough who rings in the end of the new year with a pre-end year smash coming very shortly here on Rampage at the top of the next hour.
Can't wait for it even. And we don't know who we got on that call because everybody who's part of Simply Reliable Studio was invited. So we'll see. As
And
we go
speaking of
backstage
things
to Adam
ending,
Page here.
yeah. And Renee trying to get. Oh, hold on. Christopher Daniels right now is trying to once again talk to Heyman. Yeah, we saw how this worked out last time.
Did he just tell Adam Page he was right?
Yes, he did. Damn.
I almost thought he was gonna say, "Tell me you didn't just say that." Like, hey, did you just steal Booker T's part?
I see you. Yeah, I wonder what happened to those two guys. I remember them. That's very fair. Shout out to Mega Wrestling, JJ Williams, and we will of course see him on the call to your point, Walter, for that Rampage here once we're done with this. Interesting words by Christopher Daniels, who really has been supporting him and Adam Page's pursuit, it feels like, for the AEW World Championship. But speaking of
I
pursuit,
noticed
it's
that.
time to find
What is
out
up with that?
who would. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I think Christopher Daniels wants him and Adam Page to be the guy to lead AEW in a brighter light, but he doesn't want this Hangman. But he can understand what Hangman is going through because he's been through a lot in his career. Anyway, let's go ahead and focus back on the Blue League, though. Continental Classic. It's win and you're in. Daniel Garcia, Kyle Fletcher, the winner of this match, will join Kazuchika Okada at World's End in the semifinals of the Continental Classic. A must-win scenario for the Protostar and the TNT champion, Red Death, Walter.
I cannot wait for this. Different side of him. He's really stepped up since he's come back from that. When did he? I couldn't even think of the pay-per-view he came back, but I know you will. Oh, the Dynamite, he came back after the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I remember the last time we saw him on pay-per-view prior to the actual pay-per-view win, he got dropped MJF on his head at AEW All Out, and he beat Scapegoat Jack Perry for the TNT Championship at Full Gear. But the Protostar Kyle Fletcher also had the biggest win of his career at Full Gear against Will Ospreay. And Kyle Fletcher right now comes in here at 9 points. But again, due to that loss to Mark Briscoe, it is win and you're in, lose and you're done. It is a must-win situation for Daniel Garcia and the Protostar.
Imagine this is at a time they're both gone.
Now you gotta consider tiebreakers there. Kazuchika Okada went to a tie against Daniel Garcia. Kyle Fletcher beat Kazuchika Okada.
That's right. Shit.
And Kyle Fletcher right now in the best shape of his career and honestly on his breakout year here. Imagine culminating that with a win in the Continental Classic.
Hey, man.
Bell
Ever since he
Ranger
cut his hair, he's been a whole different Kyle Fletcher.
Well, he said that he's not Will Ospreay. He's nothing like him. He wants to die a king, a Protostar reborn, former Ring of Honor World Television Champion. And by the way, Walter, this is a first-time ever matchup. Referee Albie Evans for this contest, by the way.
A night full of first time ever. And here we go. Main event. Kyle Fletcher and Daniel Garcia. A lot on the line in the Blue League here. We're going to find out what's going to happen tomorrow based on this match here.
Yeah, you're telling me. And again, Kazuchika Okada, he ended at 10 points. The winner of this match, if it's Kyle Fletcher, he will lead the block, which means he will be the top seed. And you know what that means, Walter? If Kyle Fletcher wins, he faces Will Ospreay in the semifinals.
Whatever. Wait, he gets 12 if he wins here, right? He leads the whole block?
Correct. He leads the block. He leads the Blue League.
Come on, Garcia. Abandon that dancing stuff. Go back.
Again, Garcia is still going to stay true to his roots. He's been ruining audiences ever since being part of AEW. But he's also reminded himself what it means to be here, signing on the dotted line like Dustin Rhodes. Congratulations to the Natural as well.
He knows when to focus, though. I'll give Garcia that.
To be fair, we've seen a lot more focus out of Kyle Fletcher. He has literally employed a lot of what Don Callis has been looking for in his new reignited family. Evil tactics, must-win situations. To hell with the audience. And you look at the Don Callis family right now. Kazuchika Okada, AEW National Champion. The Protostar Kyle Fletcher with wins over Will Ospreay and Kazuchika Okada. Kyle Fletcher beat Kazuchika Okada faster than Will Ospreay ever did. And up and over, Wastelock, Okada roll. Go ahead. Whoop.
Literally, sometimes you are a great superstar. You're up there, and you just need that that little boost of confidence, just someone to be there. And he's been that for Kyle Fletcher. Don has been that, and now we see a whole different side of it.
Yeah, and to be fair, like you said, we've seen a different side of Daniel Garcia, never back down side, bringing the fight of his life. Albie Everett, though, forcing the clean break. Again, to your point, draw means nothing. This is a must-win or go home for either men here. A draw will lead to tiebreaker scenarios and a whole different problem for Tony Khan. And Daniel Garcia mounting.
Covering up.
Yeah. Whoa, no, ooey.
Oh, whoa, did you see Garcia's neck hit that turnbuckle?
Yeah, I'm glad his head didn't hit the apron. That was a nasty tumble to the floor.
I
think he landed on his coccyx on the way down on the apron as well.
I don't know.
He grabbed his leg.
For a damn commercial.
Don Callis not even present in the Hammerstein Ballroom, by the way. Apparently shows the amount of trust he has in Kyle Fletcher.
Just weird, because he usually joins us unwelcomely on the commentary table.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Daniel Garcia mounting Kyle Fletcher up against the barricade, just teeing off against the Protostar. But again, Kyle Fletcher hoisting up Garcia. Uh-oh. And Garcia.
Uh-oh.
Bomb.
Oh!
A brutal powerbomb against the apron.
What do we always say about the apron, Noah?
The hardest part of the ring where still wins every time. Who will win this match and punch their ticket to the Blue League semifinals? Stay tuned, Restaurant Quality. Picture in picture, fuck television.
That's your neck. That's your shoulder blades. That's
Yeah, I'm about to say that was high angle in between the shoulder blades, to your point, Walter. There's nothing nice about that. That's like your whole body shutting down you on impact.
Oh my god.
And
Not
again,
only
Kyle
that,
Fletcher.
you know it can move, travel down your spine, any impact.
Yeah, exactly. Again, folks, want to remind you the Blue League standings here. Okada is at 10. Kyle Fletcher is at 9. Daniel Garcia is also at 7. Mark Briscoe stays at 9. He is eliminated, though, thanks to that win by Kazuchika Okada. And Shelton Benjamin, he ends at 6. If this goes to a draw, Daniel Garcia is eliminated, and Kyle Fletcher will advance with 10. If either man wins, Kyle Fletcher and Daniel Garcia, that man will advance to the semifinals. You literally are looking at the last two men standing in the Blue League. Mark Briscoe has officially been eliminated. And again, you see the Pro Star right now just literally egging on the crowd, taking in his work, wasting precious time here. Because Kyle Fletcher knows he can win or draw. Daniel Garcia has to win.
Yeah, that's a whole different kind of pressure, huh?
Well, to be fair, I mean, when you literally fight once for your life after surviving an accident with a vehicle, I mean, where does this stack up? You talked about Daniel Garcia's story before, Walter, and how that should be the driving motivation that people think about when it comes to him in this tournament. And I definitely have not lost track of that. Also, Daniel Garcia, Buffalo guy, and we're in New York, so I figured he's a hometown favorite.
Fate
One
almost
count
took
there.
what he loved away from him.
Yeah, fate can be a very cruel mistress. It can be a blessing or a curse, and I'm not talking about Danhausen. And again, Kyle Fletcher right now. Kyle Fletcher knows that he can literally just run the clock. He doesn't have to beat Daniel Garcia. He just has to make sure Daniel Garcia doesn't win. Period.
The problem is, will Fletcher's ego allow him to do that? Because he wants to prove himself and that he's deserving. He keeps saying he's not Will Ospreay. He's not Will Ospreay, and he's got an internal problem where he keeps comparing himself to Will Ospreay. So if he wants to prove himself better than that, then he's got to win and win convincingly, not take these easy wins.
Well, I mean, again, if Kyle Fletcher wins, not only is he the top seed of the Blue League, he will face Will Ospreay in the semifinals. Will Ospreay was the second in the Gold League.
And what do you think he would want? Nothing better than
another victory over a man that he's already beaten decisively.
He wants to prove himself against. It's like almost like they're in the Justice League. I love Superman, but it's like Superman and Batman. Like they just keep trying to one up each other. Like, and it's like I don't know what this thing Fletcher has. He's almost obsessed with Will Ospreay. He's got to prove himself to be better than Will Ospreay.
Well, there's one of those things in the business. If you're not trying to be number one, then why are you in it? So if you want to beat the absolute best and you think you can do it, then why not hold yourself to that standard? Swing and miss by Fletcher. And again, Garcia throws himself to Kyle Fletcher. Now off the rails. Massive boot. Turns Garcia sideways. And then Fletcher off the rails. Clothesline.
Damn. He literally turned him inside out, Noah.
Good grief. What a shot. And Garcia hooking up Fletcher. Looking for the swinging net breaker. Now Fletcher hooking up Garcia. Looking for that brainbuster. And Garcia flying back, though. Nice knee to the top of the head. Fletcher looking for that flying leg kick up and over to the floor, though. Might have hyperextended a hamstring there. And Daniel Garcia right now in control, and you see Fletcher grabbing himself. And Daniel Garcia picking up
way out of there.
Oh! Get a drop kick against the barricade from the seated position, though, Walter.
That protective barrier even came off.
And Fletcher, once again, rolling back inside the ring. Again, Daniel Garcia has to win. Count out, pinfall, or submission. Uh-oh. But Fletcher got him hooked. Win. Garcia scouting it, though. Now hooking up Fletcher. Draped on the second rope. Are you kidding me?
Draping DDT?
Oh, he's in there.
Oh, no.
Swinging net breaker cover. No.
2.5.
He had him in position for the DDT, but clearly he wanted to do further damage to that neck and disorient his opponent, changing it to a draping, swinging net breaker. Great modification there by Daniel Garcia.
It's effective either way.
Yeah, no kidding. This has been a hell of a great gift AEW has given us. It's been a great freaking show.
Right? I'm glad I
standing
didn't
split.
spoil anything for myself.
I appreciate that as I live hashtag spoiler free. And it's full Nelson, Snapdragon suplex, and Garcia sub in the corner, and Fletcher flying in with a flying boot to the face. Bezos looking up for the proto star. Looking up. Wait a minute. There, Garcia might be a transition now. Looking for a guillotine. He's got that locked in deep wall to even the body grapevine around Kyle Fletcher.
That's the key part of a guillotine, to believe it or not. It's not just the neck, but it's the restricted breathing, man. When you lock those legs around the rib, you make it harder for the body to expand and the lungs to expand and get that much needed oxygen. So you cut it off, making the move much more devastating.
And again, though, he's in the ropes, so he's got to break the hold. He can only hold it for 5 seconds, but both Kyle Fletcher and Garcia are on the apron, and the guillotine was like, uh-oh. Well, Kyle Fletcher, what's he looking for here? Adjusting position, hoisting up Garcia. That's it. That's it. That is freaking it. That's gotta be it. And hoisting him up. Oh, well, oh no.
What is he doing?
Fletcher. Let's run. It is no.
That was an emphatic power bomb. Like he put some oomph in that. Almost like a last ride, Noah.
Yeah, it's called it's a Liger bomb is what it is, okay? An homage to an all-time great, and it still wasn't enough to put down Red Death.
Again, I keep saying it, and I'll say it to the cow come home. You can't measure heart.
And you're not wrong there. And Fletcher scouting Garcia again. Garcia, though, double leg trip. Might be looking for that submission hold. Can he turn him over the Boston Crab? Nope, stepping through. Might be looking. Whoa, watch out, Aubrey.
Woo-wee. He went low.
I never saw it.
Frame buster. Well, you can't call what you can't see, Noah.
No.
Well, that's about to kick out of that, Noah.
Yeah, you talked about earlier, Walter. Again, you can't measure heart, but Kyle Fletcher, he can't get frustrated here. And again, he has to remember, he doesn't need to beat Garcia. He just has to beat the clock.
That's true. The time is on your side right now.
And both men fighting for that key semifinal spot. And Kyle Fletcher cannot believe that Garcia is still alive in this.
Don't get too frustrated and risk disqualification, though.
Again, the leader of this block will have Ospreay waiting for them in the semifinals. A man that both men are very familiar with. Of course, Will Ospreay beat Garcia when he was defending the AEW National Championship against him in Chicago, where he got dropped on his head by MJF.
You know, Ospreay's got to be backstage watching, keeping a close eye on this one.
And you think Ospreay has a favorite that he wants to face here?
Probably Fletcher.
And scouting him, and once again, Garcia. Oh, golly! He tried to hang on to Kyle Fletcher and lost his grip on the way down and pulled both men down, and both men crashed. I'm not sure we got the worst of that. Yeah, I'm not sure we got the worst of that. Both men down. Yeah, it's one of those things, though, Walter. Again, whenever you go to the top rope, that is the risk you put yourself in.
They call it high risk for a reason, but to your point earlier, this only benefits Fletcher because guess what's going? The clock just keeps ticking right now. It's Garcia that needs to win, much as you pointed out many times.
And again, though, both these men eye to eye, and both these men are so hungry, so determined, so young in their careers to prove a point in AEW and in this business. Garcia also is the current TNT champion, which adds even more of a bravado to Kyle Fletcher if he beats him here tonight. What a big boot. Open palm strike, breaks the grip. Oh, man, and Garcia with a receipt.
You got to also think Fletcher has that little bit of extra motivation because he knows what's awaits him if he wins this.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit.
Massive thrust kick. And again, Kyle Fletcher off the ropes. Garcia, though, catching him. Reversal. Wait a minute. Traps the legs. Steps through. Can he turn him over? Sharpshooter.
And he's sitting down all the way. And where are they, Noah? Right in the middle of the ring. Far away from the rope.
He's got it cinched in deep. And again, Kyle Fletcher is literally right now screaming in pain, but trying to keep his body off the mat to limit some of the pressure. Garcia adjusts the position, though, and it might be ready to wrench back in deep on it. He's got that look in his eyes.
If Garcia wins here.
Oh!
He leaned back to make even more pressure.
Yeah, look at the torque. Look at the torque. And again, Kyle Fletcher taps. Garcia wins, but again, Garcia with his head exposed, and Kyle Fletcher immediately going after it, forcing the break.
That's one way to skin a cat.
Well, again, Garcia overexposed himself in that submission. The worst thing. You are your own worst enemy in your own submission hold. Kyle Fletcher, great awareness, but damage done clearly.
I honestly thought he was going to grab Fletcher's neck and like kind of do like a double submission, a sharpshooter and neck crank at the same time.
Yeah, a modified STF to your point, and Kyle Fletcher skying Garcia. But a knee strike to the face. And once again, hooking him up. Uh-oh. Like Garcia, scouting, double leg. Side knife. It's not me. Shot me. Oh. God damn it, a clothesline.
Man, these two have been taking each other out.
And again, Fletcher with that flying kick in the corner. And again, looks like he's going back for a second one and hits it. Plus a second flying kick. And to your point, though, sense of urgency here by Kyle Fletcher hooking up Daniel Garcia. Oh, dear God. Uh-oh. Word.
Wait. Oh, I thought Garcia was trying to reverse it and hang on to him.
Garcia's got to be out. Kyle Fletcher wins. That was a modified brain buster on the top turnbuckle. There is no way Red Death was kicking out. Kyle Fletcher is the block leader for the Blue League and has punched his ticket to the semifinals, which officially means, Walter, we have our semifinals set for World's End. It will be Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher and Ricochet versus Kazuchika Okada.
You know what? I called the wrong thing. I said those two were meet, but I said the finals, but I still get what I wanted. It just didn't get it in the round I wanted it. I don't give a shit. I get to call this. Oh, man.
And let's think about this. Will Ospreay said this tournament is a must-win for him. It's not only a chance to bounce back with a New Year's resolution, it is literally a chance of redemption. And there it is, folks. Your Continental Classic semifinals are set. We revisit full gear. It's Kyle Fletcher versus Will Ospreay 2, where the winner has a chance to become this year's Continental Classic champion. And waiting for them on the other side, it will be Ricochet or Kazuchika Okada.
Is that also?
That's great off. Well, it's setting in, I think, for both men. It's set in for you, Walter. Once again, a date with destiny, a date with immortality awaits the Protostar and the Aerial Assassin, former brothers. A friendship at one time, literally living together, fighting in empty arenas at Rev Pro, building an empire. And now the most bitter of foes, literally one looking at what they once was versus what they can be. Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher 2. Talk about a way to end the year at World's End. We are going to witness some of the best wrestling matches to close out 2024. And it starts with this.
Merry Christmas to all of us, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, from best friends to bitter rivals.
And of course, like I said before, our other semifinals match is also another first time one-on-one encounter. As the defending champion, Kazuchika Okada will go one-on-one with Ricochet.
Not only that,
and of course,
we perhaps could get Okada.
Yeah, and Rosa comes to enough. Well, let's run down the card real quick. We got Mera, Thunder Rosa taking on the Glamour Round Mates. He wants a street fight. Kenosuke Takeshita takes on Powerhouse Hobbs. Both champions defend their titles. MJF defends the Dynamite Diamond Ring against Adam Cole. And of course, Mercedes Moné, Chris Statlander, they run it back. Mercedes Moné, Chris Statlander 2 with the TBS Championship. And it all culminates in the AEW World Championship Fatal 4-Way with John Moxley, Hangman Page, Orange Cassidy, and Switchblade Jay White. The World's End for AEW before our new year begins Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on pay-per-view.
I cannot wait, dude. The finals, we could end up getting Okada versus Ospreay or Okada versus Fletcher or even Ricochet versus them again. It's like, you can't lose, man, with these finals now.
John Moxley here with a post-show promo. This is interesting. We're not your favorite. What
the hell is he talking about?
He's crazy.
Well, we always knew that.
Separate the weak from the trap and triplicate. They continue their work. Continue their crusade against ego, against delusion.
Coming from one of the men who has the biggest egos. He just literally
Nobody
said the
wants
roster
it.
lack heart.
Well, I mean, again, how far do you define how much you want it versus Jon Moxley, who's now a record time 4AW World Champion?
I don't even think it's more about the point. I don't even think Moxley cares if he loses. I'm telling you, he's just trying to make a point.
But if he loses, then his crusade will be all for naught.
Mm-hmm. Not if he brought out the best in other people, which is what he's been trying to do, right?
Well, I mean,
depends on
again, he loves
perspective,
playing
I
his back
guess.
against the wall. Yeah, I mean, literally. Who you are. It's in here. I mean, this man will eat, sleep, live, and breathe, and die for this business, what I've seen. And again, he's already conquered demons, quite literally.
That championship is just a constant prize. It's a constellation prize. He doesn't give a shit about it. It's about his point.
We also talk about, again, it's not about the title. It's about the position. It's about the power. It's about the status quo.
Mm-hmm.
When they speak, they listen. When I'm in the mood, they get the hell out of the way.
It's true. I mean, I've seen that Dodge commercial. All right, we got to switch on over to Rampage.
Long live the king or down with the king. We'll find out at World's End come Saturday. But before we get there, folks, as we say goodbye to Dynamite, we say hello for the final time to AEW Rampage. So please stay with us as we switch gears here quite literally as fast as possible for the final Rampage of all time. This is AEW Rampage New Year's Smash. Let's freaking go and let's bring the Renegade in as we are inside the Hammerstein Ballroom with the Nueve and the
Not only do we say hello to Rampage, but we say hello to Cassidy 18's own Renegade. Hey.
Hey.
Hello, hello. Where are you guys? Because I paused it just before Jericho's music hit.
I got Caster saying, listen.
Okay, so I got to fast forward.
Yeah, just as soon as. Yeah, about to say, we're opening things up with freaking, you're not missing much, folks. We're opening things up with, where is it? I'm trying to find it. Oh, find it. Chris Jones, Emily Bowens, of course, kicking things off here at AEW Rampage New Year's Smash. I got Max Cass to the mic, so as soon as he says yo for the last time, we'll resume. But good to see you, JJ. I'm glad you're here with us.
Okay, I think I'm ahead of you guys now. Bowens just said Hammerstein Ballroom, so let me know when you get there.
He's scissoring in the corner for me.
Jeez, Caster. Yeah, debatable. Best wrestler alive.
Can't forget, there's been kind of dissension between these two. You never know.
And Bowens is about to say, the Acclaim have arrived. No doubt he has, by the way, in the corner.
I got mine paused when the match starts, so you guys let me know when the bell rings.
I got you, brother. I got you. And I wouldn't think of any two gentlemen I would like to do this more with. I've got Ian Riccaboni here on commentary for New Year's Smash. Referee Aubrey Everett is here for Aubrey. Hopefully you had a great business. Yeah, JJ, I've been in a good mood all day. Don't you start with me.
He's got a
I had to come in and cause chaos, bro.
Of course. Freaking course.
Oh, man.
But you know I actually like Aubrey Edwards. I just have to give you shit when you give me shit about certain people. So
I mean, you know
Big
what?
Bill ringside as of Platinum Max, of course.
Well, we know who the people like. A little bit of a yay boo off here.
Believe it or not, people forget that Chris Jericho actually was born in Manhattan. He may have been raised in Canada, but he is Manhattan, New York born.
Jericho wants Anthony Bowens to scissor him.
What the hell is this? Mind games?
I don't know what to say right now, but I know that Bowens is going to cut Jericho's chest open if he gets his way.
Yeah, but he's chopping the hell out of that chest.
You got to figure this is a huge opportunity for Bowens, primarily a tag team specialist with Platinum Max. If he gets a victory over Chris Jericho, the Learning Tree, that's got to put him in line for a Ring of Honor World Championship shot.
And to your point,
right?
we've seen, and to your point, Walter, we've seen the delusions of Max Caster calling himself the best wrestler alive. Then he got obliterated by Swerve Strickland, but we know he still has MVP's business card by Anthony Bowens here. He has a huge opportunity to break out before the start of the new year.
Yeah.
And this is a proving ground match, JJ, but that is a very fair point. Whoa.
His name is Platinum, but if he wins, he might go a little green. If Bowen wins, Platinum might turn a little green, if you know what I mean.
There ain't nothing platinum about him. He's aluminum at best.
Wow.
He may go envy,
Well,
green
all right.
with envy.
I mean, you know what? Again, envy breathes in this business, and Chris Jericho's got to be one of the most envious men to reinvent himself to keep relevant these past 32 years of his career at 53 years of age. And right now, Jericho hoisting up Bowens, that drop suplex, dropped on his coccyx.
Dude, what is up with you with the word coccyx today?
Coccyx, butt, derriere, rear. What word would you like? Ass?
I'm just saying. You've been coccyx earlier, too. It's just funny.
Fair enough.
It's a unique word for sure.
Yeah.
I guess you could say I just have a very colorful vocabulary. And I'm definitely going to be fully on point with my vocabulary tomorrow when we cover World's End. Again, we now know our semifinals for the Continental Classic. We got the AEW Women's World Championship on the line, TBS Championship on the line, AEW World Championship on the line, AEW National Championship on the line. And of course, we'll crown the second ever Continental Champion. And Jericho just got crowned on the second turnbuckle.
Speaking of on the line, he's on the line.
Owens had that Bulldog well scouted, going for signature Chris Jericho there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, again, he was Jericho's playbook. I mean, again, for the fact of how young the Acclaim are in the business as a tag team, they're students of the game, quite literally. You can tell that by how long they've been literally running together as a duo. But there is that opportunity where I do think both men have a chance to break out as single stars. And Bowens is trying to prove it here. Massive Shining Wizard knee strike cover. 2 count only, says Aubrey.
Not only did he smack his back, he literally warmed his hand up first.
Yeah, he made sure he had some extra stank on that. Again, it's rare we see tag team specialists in singles contests, but Bowens is one of those that really shows out in singles matches in AEW over his career.
Mm-hmm.
And Jericho looking off the second row. And he blocked the lion salt. And what's Bowens looking for here? Hooking up Jericho. Twisting Heyman DDT. Cover. Kick out at 2.
Kick out, but gentlemen, we're literally staring at history. This is end of a chapter. Like Rampage is gone after this. The curtains are done. Like,
isn't it crazy to think that the second longest running show underneath the Tony Khan umbrella is ending now and will only focus around Dynamite and Collision? Again, like I was talking about earlier, JJ, I recall Rampage being the sleeper show. It led into crazy brawls and go-homes in the pay-per-views. It gave us some of the best women's match main events and women culmination tag team violent classics, such as the Bunny, Allin. Of course, Penelope Ford against Anna Jay. Anti-Metal, still one of my all-time favorite Rampage matches. We've seen Lucha Libre sleeper exhibitions. We've seen unique breakout match moments like Wheeler Yuta and John Moxley. Rampage has had its fair share of timeless classics, and I miss that. I just wish it was on a better hour, and I think it would have more life to it.
Well, I think a lot of the hindrance for Rampage, even going back to its inception, if I'm being honest, is, as you mentioned, the time slot and the day it's on. It's a Friday night, man. Everybody is out drinking, partying. It's a massive date night across America. We know you're the forever single simple man, so you don't worry about those things. But
damn right.
For the majority of society, Friday night is a big date night. You know, movies get released on Friday nights. So a lot of people go to their local multiplexes. Those that know that multiplexes still exist, you know, It's a popular date thing to go take a girlfriend to the new movie out. So it's a bad day and a bad time. I almost think new Rampage would have been better suited either on Tuesday or Thursday, competing with NXT or Impact. Considering how few homes have access, Impact probably would have been the better way to go. But yeah, they've had some great moments, some great matches. It's my passion for AEW, or my lack of passion, if we're being real, should be no secret to our viewers and our listeners. But I am a little bit sad to see this show go, and I just hope this week's episode lives up to the last 2 weeks that we've had. Bowens with the cover gets a 2 count kick out.
Yeah, I literally mentioned it earlier, JJ. AEW's been on fire the last couple of weeks, man.
They have been. I think they've been trying to show TNT what they're losing. Like, hey, we've got this type of action. But then to TNT and Warner Discovery's credit, they're like, well, why haven't you been giving us this shit for the last 2 years, 3 years?
Well, it goes back to what you were saying earlier about showing their maximum potential. Speaking of maximum potential, you might want to add these to the schedule. We got Maximum Carnage coming up in AEW, and they also return home to Daly's place with Homecoming in Jacksonville, Florida. And I think the focus also with the fact they are focusing on the competition aspect of professional wrestling in these tournament levels, especially has paid for AEW, where I think they're at their strongest presentation, because this Continental class has been insane. That was an insane risk by Anthony Bowens, wiping out the Redwood.
Like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, and took down the skyscraper level Big Bill and Chris Jericho in the process.
The Redwood and the Learning Tree.
And Bowens right now with a critical opportunity here, looking to cash in on a huge New Year's resolution. And here comes the bad apple, Brian Keefe, distracting Aubrey. Now Max Caster coming in. What the hell is Max Caster doing? And Max Caster, what the world? That's good, Sam.
Let me have that much time.
Wait, what? Not now. Oh, no. Don't.
Jeez, Aubrey, you're distracted for that long.
I didn't see anything. Cover. Oh, God, no.
Of course you didn't, Noah. Of course you didn't.
If
it had been Jeff Jarrett in there cheating, you would have seen everything.
Hey, Jeff Jarrett and Karen Jarrett are my good graces as of late. And, I know who's not in my good graces. I think that was a single knee code breaker as Brian Keefe got the title. Here's the cover. Aubrey counts, gets a 2 count. Look, sometimes technology is not your best friend, and neither is a leg to your genitals.
JJ, keep it real. Aubrey can do no wrong in Noah's eyes.
For real, though.
Hey, Aubrey Edwards is as integral as Red Shoes Umino. A lot of people can learn from some of these referees here, all right? But then again, every referee, even Aubrey at times, is blind as a bat. With the Jews, the Fat. Knife edge chop by Bowens, though. Combination here with the chops, the forearms, big fronts kick, takes down the Webbe, drops the cover, drapes the arm, and gets a 2 9/10. Damn.
Dude, I gotta admit, Bowens impressing me today.
Well,
Bowens is always impressive. Platinum Max is just Mike. Bowens is the true superstar in the ring.
I already see where this is going.
I hope you're wrong here, as the Bull match over the title. Oh!
Knew that was coming.
Mm-hmm.
And was that an accident or was that intentional? You see the way Platinum Max bailed out of the ring.
Brian Keefe bailed him out. Jericho dressed the arm like this. Oh, bullshit.
As soon as the tug of war started, I knew where that was going.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Jericho, once again, literally the learning tree coming to his aid, providing a painful lesson against his opponent with the assist of the Ring of Honor World Championship. It was Caster trying to help, I think, and then Brian Keefe literally ripped the title was ripped out of his hands, and the momentum swung Max Caster into Bowens. Max Caster inadvertently cost his partner.
The key word in what you said is think.
Either way,
coming up next, Private Party will be in action. So
yeah, and once again, fuck television. Well, so much for a positive New Year's resolution for Anthony Bowens. Damn it! Now we got a commercial break, but yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where there's only so much time, there's only so much of an attention span you can garner with people, and there's certain aspects that people look for in what they watch from whatever they're watching and whoever they're watching. And for me, Rampage had all that potential. For me, it was just the wrong time of day because 10 o'clock at night, if I only have a AAA video game or covering a pay per view, I'm half the time friggin' sleep.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
on
not
Pacific
just that.
Coast though.
But look what they're
Eh,
competing against. Like some argue in 2024 before Raw went back to 2 hours, SmackDown was the A show. Like so, Rampage was pretty much competing with SmackDown week in, week out.
Yeah,
So it's just that the
for real.
timing.
SmackDown is the home of the bloodline.
Yeah.
yeah.
Whether you want to look at it as the bootleg bloodline or the OG bloodline, SmackDown has been the home of the bloodline, which has been the hottest story in professional wrestling for the past 4 years.
So hot that some people are sick of it.
So Rampage was kind of doomed from the jump.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where at the end of the day, there's only so much time you can give towards something to try and keep up to be its own identity versus something that's already established, whether people are sick of it or casually follow it. And there's also that convenience as well. So it is what it is, but I still enjoyed Rampage fairly more when I could watch it at its highest times than SmackDown because a lot of times SmackDown felt more like movie than wrestling. And that just doesn't work with me, bro. But
Not
also,
only
like I said, there was a lot of great breakout stars, breakout moments. Hell, we've had even wild ass in-ring debuts on Rampage out of the get-go when characters were basically reborn in some ways. I could go for the Rolodex of Rampages that I've seen. Not just the normal Rampages. Think about the special Rampages. We had Rampage Grand Slams. We had Rampage Winners is Coming. We had Rampage Holiday Bashes as well. We've had Royal Rampages, of course, which was a throwback to a WCW type of trademark. So, and of course, I've witnessed Rampages live. Hell, I saw Andrade versus Pac for the first time on Rampage, and that was an instant classic. But
you know,
it is what it is.
you know
And
what?
again,
One of the
folks,
other things that adds it. Most of the
what's that?
rampages were taped, right?
Yeah, they were at times.
Yeah, that's the other thing. There's something about like when a show is taped, even if it's WWE, like a lot less people tune in because they're like, I can catch it here, I can catch it because stuff is taped. There's something different when you do it live because I can guarantee the rampages that are live did a lot better than the majority of the rampages that are just straight up already taped.
Well, I always think that live content will always take the overall predominance attention of the audience versus pre-recorded content as well. But the conveniences of how you can access content might also play for how it affects an audience. Speaking of audience, Private Party's been getting all sorts of audience attention coming back home to New York as the AEW Tag Team Champions. They literally had a screenshot one time side by side with the Hardys. The Hardys, of course, the current TNA World Tag Team Champions. And let's not forget, folks, come the new year, when TNA has their new beginning, it will be Genesis, and our main event will be for the TNA World Championship. The one-man Nick Nemeth defending the gold against the Wrestler of the Year, as voted by the TNA fans, TJ! And I am so happy that that is the case. Voted Wrestler of the Year. Congratulations. 250 pounds of pure motivation. The answer to all those questions. And in my opinion, the future TNA World Champion. Don't at me. And of course, we'll call that on freaking January 19th. Meanwhile, let's welcome in the party, Private Party. Yeah, they went back to the old theme.
Yeah, but who are they partying against?
Well, that's what we're about to find out. And we know that soon enough, they'll be partying with Action Andretti and Leo Rush, defending those AEW Tag Team Championships.
I wouldn't be surprised if they add that to the World's End 0 Hour. Nothing has been announced for the 0 Hour yet. You know TK is going to add at least 3 matches to that.
Well, I hate when you're right. But to be fair for once, his main card is literally one of the lowest numbers I've seen. And they're all championship matches or championship occasions. Think about that, JJ. Even the Dynamite Diamond Ring is a championship in itself, considering what Walter said earlier. MJ has won it 5 times in a damn row.
Yep, you can consider that a championship in and of itself.
Well, I mean, how many times has it led to MJF holding on to the AEW World Championship? Longest reigning AEW World Champion in the company's history. Well, you're going to smash the new year with champagne and the bubbly. You might as well smash it with championship glory. And what a weekend it's been for Private Party. What an end of year it's been for Private Party. Everybody's surviving a four-way dance, taking on Leo Sparrow and Alec Price here. Local competition. A little bit of a warm-up match ahead of their next defense of the AEW Tag Team Championships. I do wonder if Action Andretti and Leo Rush are watching. Scouting their
they are. They're going to, if this match goes more than 5 minutes, they'll cut to them backstage.
5 minutes.
Watching on the monitor.
There's a possibility.
Dude, let's be
right
real.
here.
Like, I'm not trying to hate, but these are two enhancement talents. They're jobbers. You're lucky this is going to go more than 5 minutes in a 1 hour show. We still got 2 quality matches.
This might not even get a picture.
They thought so little of these guys that they didn't even announce who Private Party was wrestling.
Exactly. This might be the only match that doesn't get interrupted by restaurant quality picture-in-picture.
Right?
Well, I know it also shouldn't be. Interrupted by restaurant quality picture-in-picture. We're going to call it January 1st. Fight for the Fallen. Jamie Hayter goes one-on-one with the Princess of the Black Throne, Julia Hart.
That should be a good match.
Well, Julia Hart said before she is smarter than Jamie Hayter, but she wants to see truly how strong Jamie Hayter is. And Jamie Hayter says, enough of the tricks. If you're going to make a statement against me, do it to my face. Well, she plans on doing it to her face from January 1st. Fight for the Fallen, Jamie Hayter versus Julia Hart. Will the house win once again? And to your point, Snoop Dogg endorsed it, and
boom.
And that is all she wrote.
Like I said, less than 5 minutes, and like Walter said, not even going to get a picture-in-picture for this.
Hey, we got to talk about Julia Hart and Jamie Hayter.
Or referee Rick Knox.
Hey, Rick Knox got an easy payday. You should know how hard Rick Knox works in this business.
Lucky
Dude,
for that,
I've seen Rick Knox referee an entire show by himself, okay? And we're talking a PWG show, which is a lot of the Flippy McFlipperson shit we see here.
Uh-oh.
To your point, here's going to be Leo Rush, I'm sure. Yep.
And Action
Andretti. Okay, I have to ask you, what the fuck happened with Action Andretti and Top Flight? Because I haven't watched Rampage and Collision for a minute. Last I knew, Action Andretti was running with Top Flight, and now he's quit the security of the world trade, and he's running with Leo Rush.
Well, basically, there was fallout within that tag team because Action Andretti was tired of losing and felt that Top Flight was complacent on the fact they got opportunities but never capitalized on them. When you're going to peak at your potential. Speaking of which, here comes Top Flight, which led to a fallout with these two. And literally, Top Flight took on Action Andretti and Leo Rush. And by dubious means, Action Andretti and Leo Rush, with the same mindset, beat Top Flight in a promising number contenders match. Now they're number contenders for the AEW Tag Team Championships.
I don't know. I think we might get a triple threat match here at the 0 hour, the way all these guys are brawling here ringside.
I mean, yeah, look at all the security and all the referee corps trying to say, oh my goodness, trying to separate these 4 men. It's a brawl in the Hammerstein Ballroom. How freaking fitting. We're supposed to have another match here shortly. I think Larry Gray's supposed to be in action. That's against Thunder Rosa. I need to establish law and order here. Go backstage to Powerhouse Hobbs real quick. Speaking of men trying to make a statement, Powerhouse Hobbs is looking to take revenge against the Don Callis family at the expense of the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita. Talk about meat. Konosuke Takeshita defends the AEW National Championship against Powerhouse Hobbs at World's End.
And speaking of backstage, James the He-Man Hebert just joined us, so I'm going to bring him in while we take a look at what Powerhouse is saying.
Is it just me, or does Powerhouse Hobbs look like the dude from Pentatonics?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
All right, James, we heard you the first 3 times. Know your role and shut your mouth, bro.
God damn. I just kind of fucked with the dude to get him on the call, and he's already being told to know his role and shut his mouth. Damn. Thank you for being here, James.
Yeah, glad to have you here, you crazy nub. Anyway, coming up next is women's action. Leila Gray in the ring, taking on the Mara Thunder Rosa, looking to send the Glamour Rame straight back to Tijuana.
Poor Leila Gray, she didn't even get her own entrance. She came out with fucking Top Flight. Now she gets the already in the ring entrance.
Right.
Well, unfortunately, Leila Gray has had no sense of momentum or opportunity, unlike the members of Top Flight in her run lately, with losses against the likes of Toni Storm and Queen Aminata. Although she's trying to do something in, I think, RLH, but with Athena still being the forever champion, jury stuff, she can do anything there. Speaking of trying to do
what's messed
something,
up?
go ahead.
You know, Rosa's coming out to make a statement ahead of her match with Mariah May.
Oh,
so,
no doubt.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
I wouldn't want to be in Gray's shoes right now.
I feel how personal, by the way, that this has gotten. Mariah May literally put Thunder Rosa's father in her mouth and said that, hey, if Thunder Rosa's looking for a better mother, I know how to cook. Damn. No raids are underway. Of course, Thunder Rosa, respectable competitor to Leila Gray. These two no strangers to each other, of course. Continental tie up here in the early going. And of course, Thunder Rosa, former AEW Women's World Champion, lost it due to injury, could cover in the 1 count. And has been hell bent on getting that title back, called Mariah May not her champion. And a standing switch exchange here being applied. And again, folks, we'll be covering World's End tomorrow. You can follow along with us exclusively on pay-per-view, pay-per-view.com, YouTube, international markets, cable and satellite from Select Dave and Busters, or like us on Triller TV as we cover World's End tomorrow night. We'll start probably 6 p.m. Standard Time for on hype before the 0 hour. I'll let these Yahoos cover the 0 hour, and I'll see you all main showtime 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night as we go into the Saturday shenanigans. Last one for the year after World's End concludes before the new year begins.
Damn, Noah's on fire with the damn insults, calling us yahoos, telling James to shut his mouth and know his role. Damn.
I'm afraid to speak.
Noah's on fire with his insults, just like Thunder Rosa and Leila Gray are on fire with this chain wrestling and reversals here.
Right.
Yeah, Leila Gray is underrated, man.
And Arm Drag, of course, former Ohio Valley Wrestling Women's Champion, to your point, James. And a snapmare takeover by Thunder Rosa, going up the ropes, and big sliding lariat. Cover, hook in their leg. It's a 1 count by referee Mike Posey. And of course, Mariah May talked about how she said women's wrestling is dead because I killed it. Everyone else is a dreamer, but I am the reality. Ever since Mariah May became the AEW Women's World Champion, she's brought out the best and worst out of anybody she's been in the ring with. And we've seen her take things to the extreme against the likes of Anna Jay and Toni Storm, but Thunder Rosa is a whole different cat. Cover, 2 count only, especially with that MMA
Thunder
background.
Rosa is a different cat, but you know that she's going to retain the title because the end game has to be Toni versus Mariah too.
Yeah, you think, even with Toni Storm and her memory loss crisis. Nice running drop kick by Leila Gray, though. Great combination.
Especially with Grand Slam looming in Australia in February. Like, you got to figure they're going to run it back there.
I'd be really shocked if they didn't.
They need to do something with Leila Gray, by the way, because she has had a great showing against Thunder Rosa, and I don't know why she's not utilizing. Like, in the little bit she is given here, she has really showed how good she is, and I don't know why she's not utilized better.
Oh.
Unfortunately, they have such stacked rosters that there's not enough room for the women to, really scratch and claw. You've got the CEO dominating the TBS title, and you've got Mariah May dominating the women's championship. And then you figure all the top-tier competitors for those titles, Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, Willow Nightingale, Julia Hart, who just returned. The list goes on and on. Leila Gray is towards the bottom of the list, unfortunately.
And again, you wonder if anybody is on the level of Athena, who might as well be truly the champion forever for Ring of Honor after beating Billy Starks, but saying that it's her and Minion forever after expelling Lexi Nair from MIT last night. Ring of Honor. Nice drop toe hold there.
Dude, I can't see who's going to beat that woman for that title.
Look at this shit. Yeah. She's got her in a reverse freaking House of Pain figure 4 type maneuver.
Reverse figure 4, James. I don't know where you got the House of Pain from.
Well, because it looks like the House of Pain. Yeah, it looks like it used to be a finisher of Shelton's.
Well, I'm sure she's probably
reverse pressure, though.
Well, again, we talk about Thunder Rosa's background. Of course, the founder of Mission Pro Wrestling, of course, former MMA fighter, now rolling her way into the ropes to force the break. Both women crash to the floor.
That's a way to blow a kneecap.
Mm-hmm. Dude, she's the inaugural women's champion, and I've said there.
Well, I mean, when you start your own company, I guess you have that right. And again, Tijuana Street Fight, for those that don't know, simply put, anything goes. You're head first in the steel ring steps. And way to blow out your patella right there. I saw Leila Gray grabbing her right patella to your point earlier. Again, Leila Gray right now looking to start strong heading into the new year and picking up a win or even softening up Thunder Rosa here in a game effort. Could lead to something down the line for Leila Gray since Top Flight has fallen apart off the runway.
Could it be that Thunder Rosa's looking past her and just looking too ahead to Mariah May, and that's going to be her downfall here?
It's entirely possible because, like you said, she is hell bent on getting her hands. I mean, when you mess with a woman's family, all bets are off. We saw how Mariah May made it personal, not just with other families, but her own. She slapped her own damn mother, for Pete's sake, at AEW All In. And in the close-up of Nate Paquette, she claimed that her mom was just looking for her 15 seconds of fame alongside her daughter. Mariah May is making sure that this truly is all about Mariah, period. And she's doing a damn good job at it.
Unfortunately, we're on a full commercial, really fuck television here.
Television.
2 weeks in a row, they've gone to full-blown commercial in the middle of the women's match.
After they already started doing the picture-in-picture one. I hate that.
Yeah,
So aggravating.
The more AEW tries to change up what seems to be changing other stuff in the right direction, they need to definitely change that. I hope that's not going to be a thing on Max. I'm curious how Max handles intermission or just it goes through. Speaking of going through, that was super short. We're back here with women's action here on the last Rampage ever. Thunder Rosa taking on Leila Gray. Nice snap suplex, blow it over, maintains the front headlock. Thunder Rosa
nice
dropped
gourd
down
buster.
face first.
Great gourd buster there by Leila Gray.
Again, form momentum right now favors Leila Gray here. Stay on the attack. And again, you got to wonder Mariah May's lifting her chops right now, watching this, seeing Thunder Rosa in a more vulnerable position. And will she exploit them in the night? Oh!
Well, I mean,
And
Leila Gray is also in a vulnerable position after what happened earlier, you got to imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, yeah, you go with a headspace, I suppose. Could definitely play a start here, but so could that running clothesline in the corner.
Yeah.
And heads on knees.
Jesus. Thunder Rosa on fire here.
Yeah, again, Thunder Rosa right now. Look at Leila Gray, very vulnerable position up against the bottom rope. Thunder Rosa running drop kick.
Jesus Christ. Hello.
I'm glad they booked the tag title match as a squash match because they give the women more time now.
Yeah,
well, I mean, again, Mariah May said verbatim in close-up, she's out to prove a point why the women deserve more than 5 to 10 minutes on AEW, why they're more valuable than the men and Mercedes Moné. Clubbing forearm exchange here by the Mare Thunder Rosa and Leila Gray. And I said Rampage before. Nice takedown. Cover inside leg. It's a 2 count.
Side effect there by
yeah.
I was about to say, side effect. Shout out to the Hardy Boys.
Well, we are in the home of House of Glory. We're in New York. And I was also pointing out how Rampage has really been a stage more so for the women of AEW. Quite predominantly. Nice back body drop there.
Leila Gray had Thunder Rosa hooked up for like a pedigree. I was curious to see what she was going to do with it.
Yeah, well, she just got double stomped as a result. And oh my God, she has lost all control. And that is it.
Dude,
God damn.
Immediately.
Yelling you're dead. You hear me with that modified submission there. Leila Gray forced to tap out. A very painful message. Oh, wait a minute.
That is respect and something I didn't hear at all.
Family.
And again, that's coming up tomorrow night along with this. Here's our semifinals again, guys. James, take a look. It's Kazuchika, Okada, Ricochet, and Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher.
Jesus Christ, talk about a final.
Oh,
Semifinal and finals looking
That's just
crazy.
the semifinals, dude.
And of course, we might see the final encounter with MJF and Adam Cole for the Dynamite Diamond Ring as James keeps pleading that MJF is the victim in this story. Wakano's going to catch the defense the AEW International Championship against Powerhouse Hobbs. In World's End truly might be an end to so many things before the new year begins. And of course, Mercedes Moné, we all pray that we get a new phase of TBS as Moné and Chris Statler run it back for the TBS Championship. Moné versus Stat 2. And it all culminates with what John Moxley's been saying about AEW as he defends the AEW World Championship with fair 4-way action against him and Adam Page, Orange Cassidy, and Switchblade Jay White.
Yeah,
know what to be fair about the MJF thing? Prove James wrong.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
hook signal shining bright in the Hammerstein ballroom.
There you go.
Hit him! And get your chips out if you have them.
I do have chips this time.
I don't. I was brought my plate of dinner just before the show started, unfortunately, but I don't have any chips.
I would
that's
eat
fair,
my
but-
chips, but I'm too full from Chinese food.
I had rallies, so you know what? I can relate. But I know Hook is full of fury right now because he is hell-bent on getting his hands on Christian Cage. He even challenged him for a fight in New York. And, of course, Hook is coming in here still with that broken arm, guys. You see that heavily casted left arm here. And this is our main event, guys, here on Rampage. After this match, Rampage is over forever. This is our main event match between Nick Wayne and Hook.
Fastest hour on television, guys.
And
Yeah,
it's
an hour just flies
over
by.
after this. Jesus.
Yeah, well, I mean, considering the youth we're about to see here in action, we talk about Hook and the amateur background, of course, discipline in the Taz Dojo, T-Bone Suplex Machine, of course, the Red Rum, while Nick Wayne, trained by Buddy Rain, now endorsed by a false fighter figure in Christian Cage, looking to be one of the youngest rising stars here in AEW.
You know,
This has gotten very
They should
personal.
combine Collision and Rampage and made one like 2 hour,
We don't need
second 2 hour show.
I don't need a 3-hour show when Collision's already 2 hours, all right? You don't want to confuse the audiences with 2 1-hour shows back to back.
Yeah, that's true.
I was just gonna say turn Rampage into a Ring of Honor show. Ring of Honor Rampage rolls off the tongue better, but that's just me.
I always
mean,
wanted
Tony
them
Khan-
to turn Rampage into an hour of just women's wrestling.
Now, that's the one idea I would have agreed with, and I do hope for the future where I do see more story developments and showcasing the women's division lately. I do hope that at some point we do get something like that. And when we got these single elimination women's tournaments, I need a round-robin tournament for the women so they're kind of classic to really demonstrate the capabilities and the lengths that this roster is going to push themselves to. And Lord knows James has been trying to fantasy book a women's blood and guts match for the longest time while injuries are still out, including Sky Blue. But we know Tymelo's coming back in Stardom, January 3rd. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Damn, they didn't even give us the time of day. Shit.
God damn, okay.
Bell
Hey,
has
wait a-
run. Here we go in the final Rampage main event, gentlemen.
Yeah, again, Hook teeing off against Nick Wayne in the corner of these body shots. Again, how personal this got ever since we learned that Christian Cage attacked Hook's fighters Taz. And again, that shot with the damage arm gave Nick Wayne that moment he needed.
Literally Hook with hooks to the rib. Like he's hook punching him. Like, damn.
Oh,
Yeah, he is.
got him hooked. And he got him hooked. Whoa, got him.
Referees got to be mindful because that cast can be used as a weapon. Even though it would do damage more so to Hook, it's still a foreign object.
Yep.
Mhm.
Let me see how
We've
many
seen
people
it.
use literally.
Man, these kids are having a Donnybrook, like a bar fight almost in the middle of that ring.
No, I
Well,
think
we
we
are
were
in the
reading
Hammerstein
each other's
bar.
mind because I was gonna say we've seen that happen thousands of times in wrestling. Yeah, that cast.
Which is why I
uses a
wanted
weapon.
you. Which why I wanted you to make that point. And got that Jezebel out there in the corner as well, and the negative influence of Christian Cage on this family. Nice leg drop, covered by Nick Wayne, gets a 1 count.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
you
Bob
can't have a
Orton,
show
he
in the
just wouldn't-
Hammerstein ballroom without a crack whore there involved at ringside. So
Oh my God.
Jesus, JJ.
I think
come
that's
on,
a
how
bit
many
rough.
times in ECW was the "She's a crack whore" chant out there? This is the
Yeah,
Hammerstein
just gonna-
ballroom. It was
I'm
a
just gonna
frequent
focus
home
on the
for
monitor.
ECW towards the end.
Whoa!
I'm just saying.
She's
Face
Oh,
a
first
wrestler,
goes
I
Nick
guess.
Wayne into the apron, looking to crack Nick Wayne's face.
And now
And
you
Hook
got
right
Kip
now.
Sabian out there in the patriarchy. He's probably the dealer.
All right.
Well, I mean,
Face
he looks
first.
like a dealer.
That's what I'm
And face
saying.
first goes Nick Wayne.
Dude, is it my
I
TV
regret-
or did is it my TV or did Nick Wayne like have a spray tan can blow up in his hand or something? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
I mean, he is from the West Coast, to be fair.
Yeah,
What
I
the
mean,
hell is
trying
that
to
mean?
count there.
listen, he has a better spray tan job than Adam Cole does.
Wait a
right?
minute. Oh,
Oh, I didn't see
boo.
anything.
Yeah, right.
and Nick Wayne might even have a refractured arm thanks to that friggin' false patriarch father figure slamming. Hey, Brock, you saw that. You saw that, right? He literally
Nope.
slammed it.
Didn't see
No.
anything. Just like earlier.
If you didn't see what Aubrey didn't see earlier, we didn't see that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
Bye.
saw that plain as day, all right? You got
Of
4
course you
people out
did.
here, and you
Of
heard
course
the
you
slam, and you know Christian Cage is a dirty worker. You know Nick Wayne couldn't do it on his own. You see Hook screaming out in pain. We don't want any sort of treachery in this main event match. Get these guys out here back to Canada.
You didn't see
Yeah,
when
I
the
mean-
Acclaimed cheated and did scissor me timbers behind Aubrey's back, but you sure as hell saw that, didn't you, Noah?
Mhm.
And rest of my quiet, picture in picture, fuck television. We're focusing on the present, not the past. And Nick Wayne right now trying to build a better future here.
That's
on
the
that.
show.
That was a heel
Yeah.
commentator right now.
For real, though.
And Nick Wayne cracking the arm against the steel ring steps. And of course, again, the bad blood that stems from this rivalry with two of the youngest rising athletes in AEW, former 3-time FTW champion. I love the fact they booked the Hammerstein Ballroom, by the way. This has been one of my favorite venues AEW has ever booked, period.
Dude, it shows that they should be in smaller venues. Look how
I mean,
Yeah,
they're going to do that
seriously.
going forward. Yeah, they'll do that going forward, it sounds like. I just told you all again, they're not doing the same venue in Cincinnati. They're doing the friggin' music center outside the football stadium.
Have you been there?
No, I just
Are
know
you
where it is.
going?
I will. No, it's 2 days before I get paid. Priorities over passions. God damn it.
I'll tell you what, if
Download
AEW
one of those
stays on,
apps and get the advance on your payday.
I know, right? If AEW stays on fire
I
the
know,
way they
right?
do, I might take a trip to Texas for All In here.
Well, we know King's going all in, and the jury's still up. I'm going all in. But I know I'm going to go all in on commentary tomorrow with this premier wrestling event we get to call. But well, then cover, hook the far leg, gets a 2 count in what feels like a very short, simple, championship loaded AEW pay-per-view. All matches with championship implications, pretty much.
There's no such thing
Yeah.
as a short AEW pay-per-view.
For real. And you know that Tony Khan is still going to add 3 to 4 more matches for the 0 hour because there ain't shit on it yet. He
Mm,
Well,
damn
0
sure ain't going
hour-
to give us 2 hours of RJ City and Renee Paquette. People will turn out quicker than they do when Mercedes Moné's on the television.
Well, I
How
mean,
long
I
do
like
people actually
RJ
listen
City.
to? Well, how many people actually listen to a WWE pre-show from top to bottom? Just saying. At least they actually have wrestling on the damn show.
Not yet, they don't. I'm just saying, if they don't book any matches, they're going to tune out.
That would be a first. You know, Madman Tony Khan's got to do some sort of exhibition matches for the freaking AEW audience for free on YouTube. There's got to be at least 2 or 3. And to your point, mostly it has been 3, and I expect that. But look at the main card right now. It's, again, you talk about 13 matches. It's super simple, low number, balanced number, and all the matches have stories and championship implications with them. And it's focused essentially on the AEW World Championship and the Continental Classic.
well, none of us has ever denied that AEW knows how to do pay-per-views.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
all just
that's
can't
right.
handle the strained time of 3 hours, 58 minutes, and 30 seconds. You lightweights. Cover 2, and then again, no one's like me when it comes to my matches.
Well, to be
That's
fair,
wrestling.
there also could be a healthy balance of just having 9 matches on a card with proper like advertising breaks to and not that none that take like 30 minutes like on a WWE pay-per-view.
Now, gee, I wonder which pay-per-views you're referring. Well, you already talked about the service. I already told you what service actually works the best, despite the fact the intermission is still kind of stuck on their TV broadcast, and that's TNA Plus. Maybe Max will be
Yep.
better. We'll see. And we're back here on the main event as he rips that cast
Jesus.
off the arm.
No. There goes
Somebody
the
just
cat.
got a souvenir.
Well,
Yeah,
Oh,
but
throw away that weapon.
Yeah, but that exposed wrist now to your point completely at Nick Wayne's game.
Ow. There goes the cat.
Yeah, how effective is a one-armed man when he uses both his arms for a submission?
Hey, you ever heard of a wounded
Wait,
animal? And
I'll
how
tell you
much-
right
how
now,
it's
Ian.
worse?
Yeah, I was about to say he ain't gonna win an ass kicking contest. That's for damn sure.
That's a fair point. Uh-oh, got him hooked.
Oh well, maybe I should stand corrected.
I was going to
You're
say,
saying?
delivered that suplex pretty well for someone with an injured arm.
He's still
He's
trying
got
to
an
shake
injured
feeling
leg,
back
still
into
able
it,
to
though.
toss him.
Yeah, he's still trying to shake feeling in it, though. And again, what?
Jesus.
I'm a little
Yeah, I
shocked
got
that Baz didn't commentate on the main event. His son has the last main event of Rampage. They should have made an exception.
It's one of those
Well, I
things.
mean,
I wonder if
I think
Taz
he's
even in the
still
building.
recovering. Yeah, I think
Yeah, but I
he's
was
still
saying-
recovering from an injury.
And
But didn't
Fisherman.
he just commentate on the Miracle on 34th
Flip.
Dynamite?
He did to a degree, but I don't know necessarily when Dynamite, of course, before Rampage, if, again, it's one of those things where Taz wants Hook to be his own man. We've seen that for the longest time ever since the, disbandment of Team Taz. So it's one of those things where he doesn't necessarily have to work any more than he has to.
That's true.
And we got Ian Riccaboni, by the way, as the head commentary now for this Rampage. And Ian Riccaboni's been working the most this entire week in the Hammerstein Ballroom. Waistlock released, though, by Nick Wayne. And again, Hook immediately grabbing that wrist and that arm. And sidestep, face first in the second turnbuckle.
I get your point, though.
Adrenaline
It's
Mike
just
Renoff.
that it's the final Rampage. It's your son in the main event, and it's Hammerstein Ballroom. Like,
Oh, here we go. Jeff Jarrett versus QT Marshall added to the 0 hour.
God,
We're
That's
beginning
a
already.
continuation. This is a continuation of what happened on the final battle.
Tony Storm
card.
versus Leila Gray added to the 0 hour.
Yay,
Tony Storm
Leila
again
Gray.
continuing. Tony Storm continuing her comeback run. And also 8-man tag action. And top flight taking on Leo Rush, Action Andretti, and Murder Machines, Brian Cage, and Lance Archer. Uh-oh.
Leo Rush,
And both men down the apron.
Action Andretti, that the Legion of Foam is what I call them with its stupid spikes in their
Stop
jacket.
that.
I call him Rush to Action, but that's just me. Oh.
And Hyper extending the left arm after dripping manipulation is Nick Wayne. Now looking for Wayneswood off the ring post there. Uh-oh. Got a couple hook.
Oh, God. Ooh. Ow.
German suplex on the apron.
Well, that's going to be a bad neck problem in the next morning. Jesus Christ.
And you saw the way that Nick Wayne's right hand was twitching, but again, you see Hook immediately grasping that wrist.
Now
I'm not
both
sure
guys might be having bad wings.
And Bryce Remsburg starting his jumping 10 count.
He always jumps all the time. Bryce Remsburg jumping.
I don't know why he does that, honestly. Here's a cover, though. Two. And again, look at the grimace on Nick Wayne's face. He was trying to hook that leg.
That ref jumped right into that count.
That's all he ever does is jump every match. Everything he does requires a hop. He's like Mario, bro.
I don't know. That's necessarily true. Nick Wayne buying the already prone hand and wrist of Hook, taking advantage any way he can. And using the top rope disadvantage. Now Nick Wayne going to position. What's he looking for here?
Maybe he's Six Flags. One hop, skip, and jump away.
Oh, he's going to go for
the
the
5-star frog splash. Yep.
Cover! Two! No!
Wow.
Nice homage to Rob Van Dam in the Hammerstein Ballroom.
That's your point, JJ. Former Extreme, ECW.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the same venue where he defeated John Cena for the ECW Championship also. For the WWE Championship, excuse me. Then he was awarded the ECW Championship.
There you go. That's why I didn't botch him, because technically both did happen. And Nick Wayne right now taking advantage of Hook here. And he's just standing over him.
But then
you never do that with a submission expert. You never do that with a submission expert.
Bowser James, that was Shibata's pose. We know how much Shibata has respect for Hook. I'm just saying. Uh-oh. And what's this? Oh!
And that's why. Oh, my God.
This was a moment. What the fucked up?
Jesus. Clothesline from hell.
Not Hell's Michigan or Hell's Kitchen, but damn.
We knew about the rule to not headbutt a Samoan, but I guess you don't suplex a Taz, really. Or somebody related to Taz.
You don't suplex a Taz.
Wait a minute, why are they doing back out here?
They're not allowed back out here. This could be a DQ.
Where is Shibata with a 2x4?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Run. Run, Kristen, run.
Put him on your wall.
It's an Asian man with 2x4. A bad day.
And Shibata has cleared the pitcher out of the building. Meanwhile, Reverend trying to be locked in by Hook, but Nick Wayne again going back after the arm. Once again looking for Waynesworth, but Hook refusing to let go. Wait a minute. The schoolboy got the tights. 2 counts. Oh, man. Big super kick right to the temple. Off the second. That call on Waynesworth to the red. Wow. Right. It could be. It could be. Ready our dead. Nick Wayne's going up. How long can he hold out? Ready Wins out. Hook wins.
All right, bravo, boys. That was a hell of a sequence. I gotta give it to him. That was
How many
crazy.
times you? Go ahead, Walter. You were saying.
I was just gonna say fitting that Hook wins in the Hammerstein Bone Room, but what were you saying?
As he should.
I was just saying to James again. He talked about the capabilities of Hook, so young in his wrestling career, that complete background of submission technique, catching him out of midair off the attempted cutter, the springboard cutter called Wayne's World, immediately grapevine the body and finding enough grip in that compromised arm to trap him in the red rum. That's got to feel good for Hook. A little bit of retribution for his father, even though he didn't get his hands on Christian Cage. Yeah, wait a minute. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, shit.
Do I even want to know what's going on through their minds right now?
They're about
I
to toss
fear
him
the
upstairs.
worst. I
They're
fear the
about to
worst
toss
for
him
Darby Allin.
upstairs. Jesus
Hey,
Oh,
Christ.
with the chair on
Oh,
his
no.
neck. They're gonna
Oh,
treat him like
no,
a
no.
sleigh down
Holy
the hill.
All
right. Oh, my God.
This man's career.
No. Oh, God.
Go have fun
Why?
at Mount Everest. They're sending him off.
Why?
Oh, no. Oh,
Damn it, dude. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Dude, those are metal steps too.
yeah, Darby Allin sent plummeting down the stairs with a broken neck and probably everything else broken in between, courtesy of the AEW champion Jon Moxley.
And there's the dirty-ass bastard again, still not showered.
That's disgusting, bro. Oh my God.
Left Riders with another painful message sent to anybody that opposes their mission statement.
Oh.
Well, adios to Darby for a while.
Well, believe it or not, we're not done yet because the Death Riders are heading into the Hammerstein Ballroom when we get back from this commercial break. Fuck television.
Wait,
Jesus Christ!
What?
We still got like 9 minutes.
Yeah. I was gonna say
Okay.
rest in
How
peace
do
to
you judge it,
Rampage,
Doc?
but rest in peace to Darby too, man.
Yeah, right. I
I
mean, jeez.
This is the final Rampage. What better way to end it than with your hottest story right now?
Very true.
I mean, we did see Walter on Dynamite. It was Jon Moxley's challengers that each laid him out with a move, and he did have a post-show statement, a post-show message. I guess he wants to tell everybody on Rampage itself now, one last time, what he means to demonstrate tomorrow come World's End and what he hopes to do with AEW in 2025, I guess.
I mean, you got to
I'm
figure this is our go-home show. I don't think there's a collision tomorrow because the pay-per-view.
There's not.
So
Yeah, there's
this
not.
is the final,
Yeah.
final thing that they're going to see as far as network television until the first of the year.
And then Collision returns January 4th. So, again, it's one of those things where I'm just like,
And
Jesus.
I mean, we've been waiting to see if there's someone else behind the Death Riders. You know, there's all this talk that's still going around about Shane McMahon, blah, blah, blah. Whoever it is, you got to figure they got to make themselves known at World's End. Like, that's the perfect place to do it.
Do you really think there's somebody else behind this MO of Jon Moxley, or is this something that Jon Moxley's always wanted to do and feels like he has to do now that Bryan Danielson's out of the way? I
don't want to sell Moxley short, but I don't know if he could have conceived this entire plan on his own. I gotta feel like there's a mastermind behind it, a puppet master.
Yeah, he's just a muscle. I agree with JJ.
Here's my question, though. Does Darby have to do something stupid every effing show now? Every week? Every show he's on, does he have to do something ridiculous?
James, it is
Darby Allin. What he does? Yeah, but come on.
Think about it in real life. If he really has to prepare himself to count Mount Everest, they got to write him off TV.
Well, he still has the match tomorrow at World's End.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
You write him off after that.
Yeah, that's
You'll fight for the fallen, write him off.
JJ, a quick pro correction for you, Miyamano. Darby Allin is not part of World's End. He was eliminated from the Continental Classic. He has no actual match booked for World's End. But we know,
for some reason, I thought he was part of the Fatal 4-Way.
No, it is Orange Cassidy, Heyman Rampage, and Switchblade Jay White. But remember, the last time we saw Darby Allin at pay-per-view was post-show, and he tried to hit the Death Riders in their own damn vehicle.
Fair enough. For some reason, I thought he was part of the Fatal 4-Way title match. I knew he was eliminated from the Continental Classic, but...
Yeah, I feel like we're still going to see that crazy son of a bitch tomorrow night, and I'm worried about it.
I think they just wrote him off, but somehow he'll end up coming in the car.
Oh, God. Here we go.
There we go.
Maria Shafir, the most dangerous person in the Death Riders, in the ring with the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley with one last message, it looks like, before we kiss Rampage goodbye.
I like how he has
back
to the hard cam, too. Like, I think that's cool.
Yeah, too. He forgives Darby Allin?
No, he forgives the fans for showering him with hate.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Maybe it's not about him. Maybe it's about you.
I mean, is this all about AEW, or is it more than that? Yeah, you have. Oh, problem, things that he does, things that he says, things that he does. Wait, where's the title? I don't see the briefcase on Shafir's wrist. It's in the year.
If there's anybody in the building that has a problem with Moxley or his people, or what they do,
holy shit!
Come out right now and tell him.
Challenge, basically, JJ.
I don't think this is wise.
I mean, somebody's got to have the balls to answer. Is the problem?
Yeah, but after you do that, Darby Allin, who's going to risk that?
Problem is.
Yeah, but after they do that, Darby Allin, who's going to have the balls to do that?
I don't know. Commander.
But I don't know. This is wise. The Commander. What's
Commander?
And there's Claudio.
Yeah, come on, Commander. You just won a title, you stupid bastard. Why you do this?
He also beat Claudio Castagnoli in the Continental Classic, cost his chance to make it to semifinals. Then thought I was home. Here goes top flight. Well,
Well,
I mean,
and here comes.
I got the numbers even. And Shafir just watching.
No, she's not.
Shafir's engaged.
No, now she's about to kick the shit out of poor television champion
Commander. Come and tell me. He didn't even get the chance to anybody to speak. He just beat their ass.
I mean, he challenged it. He challenged AEW to come. Oh, well, here we go. Now it's whatever.
And here comes Orange Cassidy.
Oh, shit.
It's whatever.
Well, again, Orange Cassidy says, remember, guys, Orange Cassidy said he doesn't give a damn if he never becomes AEW champion. He just wants to be sure on Moxley. Oh, give me this match.
You know,
Marina
she has a legit MMA
Shafir and Orange Cassidy.
I'm for it. Oh, wait a minute.
Here comes Willow for the equalizer.
Also,
holy shit.
Get her, Willow.
There we go.
Let's go, Willow.
We got
beat her ass.
The only person that can applaud Marina Shafir. Uh-oh.
There's Hangman Adam Page.
Their way in here.
And there's Jay White. Oh, shit!
It's a premium on World Main Event.
I think Moxley might be in trouble here.
We're not 7-on-3.
But
yeah, it's 7-on-4.
Gentlemen, this is all well and good, but remember, tomorrow it's every man for his damn self.
That's gonna kill the
locker room.
Oh, shit! Shit!
What the hell is happening?
Oh,
dude,
my God.
In the locker room.
We're having a brawl to end the Hammerstein show. Oh, no.
What the hell?
I can't even keep up with everybody who's out here.
The entire locker room is flying out here.
Freaking Toni Storm's out there. A bunch of women are just having a brawl on the outside here.
Private party.
Private party just hit the ring.
Yep, Garcia in the ring now.
That's
something tells me the Hurt Syndicate might be involved in this shit.
And look who's watching on from high above the Hammerstein Pro Room. Yeah, to your point, JJ.
Of
I don't
course
care
it
what
is.
anybody says. Christian's the smartest man in the locker room.
I can't
Of
argue that
course he
right
is.
now. Tony Storm, Thunder Rosa, Harley Cameron, Leo Rush, Action Andretti, buyers are everywhere.
Security.
It's
Yeah.
Chris
Good
McDaniels.
luck.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out here. So with a Yuta, Willow Nightingale, Rich Bear still fighting in the corner. Oh, he's teeing off against Willow.
Please tell me Tony Khan paid for Let the Bodies Hit the Floor.
I
Great
don't know
time
about
to
that.
start hitting that in the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Right?
Tony
Dude, Tony's choking
Deanna
somebody
Purrazzo.
with the.
Wait, what the hell? Oh,
They're hitting the
what's this
sound.
doing?
That's the
I don't
sound
think that's
control. And
that's
the
not-
light.
No, that's
That's
the
the
light.
lighting grid.
Yeah.
The lights are out in the Hammerstein Ballroom, and people are still fighting in the dark.
They don't give a shit.
Keep fighting in the dark.
That's where
By the way, don't
Strickland.
even. Yeah, Sora Strickland there.
Dude, shit, this is a hell of a rampage.
Yeah, by the way, yes, the Hurt Syndicate, I think, are in the fray of this fucking nonsense.
Yeah, they were banned
somewhere.
from the building on Dynamite. All bets are off tonight, and John Moxley and Shafir are making a beeline out of here. Again, folks, this is the way Rampage goes off the air. That's a hell of a way to smash ahead of the new year.
Yeah, all pun
They just
intended,
put
this
a
is
camera.
rampage.
What the fuck? They just took a camera.
What the fuck are they doing?
I have
don't
no
know.
idea.
They're going outside. Here comes the
What
side
is-
commercial.
Going to
John
the truck
Moxley
or
just
something?
swore.
I don't know.
John
They're
Moxley
gonna
just swore. I don't know what happened.
They're gonna go to that
Well,
truck.
Well, I don't know what the hell fucking happened here, but this is the way we've been Rampage trying to do. It's a hell of a run. What? Hold on here.
What is
Oh,
going
geez,
on?
they're in the production
They're in
truck.
the production truck.
What is going on?
What?
Moxley said I'm
All
putting
right.
an end to rampage.
Wow.
Well, that's it for Rampage, folks. That's the end of Rampage. We'll see you tomorrow for World's End. For Walter Cruz, James Keeban, and JJ Williams, it's been a hell of a ride. We're about to smash the new year, but not before World's End comes near. Thanks for tuning into our coverage tonight of the final Rampage ever. This has been New Year's Smash. What a back. Jesus Christ.
Dude, that's a way to end a series, like a show. Like, that's
Right?
cool.
Seriously.
It's an
like,
all-out brawl in the
great way.
Hammerstein Ballroom with the lights going out.
That was a very good way to end the show. I'm very confused, but yeah, it was fun.
I think
About
we're all
what?
confuzzled, James. It's okay.
Yeah.
I love
Absolutely,
chaos. I love chaos. I love violence. That was fun. The by
I just
Rampage
hope
was
we
wild.
get some answers tomorrow because Mox said he clears the field and brings peace to his people.
Mm-hmm.
There's gotta be this has got to get taken to the next level tomorrow at the World's End.
They have to. He literally
You know,
said that they're just
For
finished
half a second, and I know James is gonna hate this. For half a second, when Mox issued that challenge to anyone in the back, I was waiting for Omega and the Bucks to come out.
Oh,
For half a second. If there was
Really?
ever going to be a way to bring Omega back on AEW television, that would have been it.
Comes back by himself because Omega is superior above the Bucks.
No.
He is the elite of the elite. He wants to change the world. Omega and Moxley is bound to happen again, especially when Omega was the guy that took the towel off John Moxley in his run during the pandemic where we crossed line T in the first place. Omega and Moxley is something to happen all on its own. But first, the cleaner rises in the Tokyo Dome as we will rise tomorrow with City predicting for World's End and our coverage of World's End before you conclude the year with your own way to close out the year with Saturday shenanigans. All that ahead tomorrow, folks. But thanks for tuning in to Rampage. That was a hell of a way to end that series. Jesus.
I started to think, is there any free agents that we did? Like, I started to think, man, shit.
Hopefully
male
the
or female?
special guests will come in for shenanigans tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
At least
From your video earlier. Oh, yeah.
At least he's moderating the madness. I just have to sit. Oh, good grief.
All right. Well,
That was Rampage, damn it!
well, let's end with a preview of everything. We can show everything. We got Renegades reviews and we got our watch along trailer, and then we can
All right, go for it.
and then we
let's
can just
do it.
sign off after.
Let's do.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
And now for a taste of things to come.
And again, folks, as we truly encompass here at the Super Reliable Studios, we are about engaging you. We are about previewing. We are about commentating and reacting amongst all of you, all the wrestling, 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 damn it! And combat sports and other forms of content too, including gaming when we level up in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
All right. No, you know what? I think it'd be best that we send us off like you do your simply predictions. We just all say goodbye.
And pretty much cut the feed and go to fade to black. We'll see you tomorrow night for City Predicting in the afternoon and the course World's End, where the AEW League and AEW's year concludes. So until then, hope you all enjoyed tonight's shenanigans ahead of the final Saturday shenanigans of the new year. We'll see you here tomorrow at Super Baba Studios. So without further ado, make a positive impact in life and have a good night. It was a hell of a rampage to send us off.
Yeah, cut it. Cut the feed. Cut it.
Adios, people.
Cut the feed.